Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful time. It is Wednesday. It is very hot. And the guy is going to likely complain about the weather as well, calling it now. Although for him it doesn't take much. A little bit too cold, a little bit too warm. Instant complaint. Set up. Just gonna do a little jimmy rig in here. Give me a second. Are you ready?
Bursting with flavor.
Are you ready for the burst? The May 1st burst. Wait, did I say it's Wednesday? It's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. Right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm debating on getting a capture card because I'm gonna be playing Elden Ring when it comes out, the DLC. Looking at options. I don't really like the one Phil has because, of course, it comes up on Amazon if you look it up, right? But I don't really like the one Phil has. I was able to find some other ones. There's an Elgato external one, but I don't know. It's a little bit pricey. I guess I'll have to mull it over next couple of days. See if it's worth it. Because I'm going to be playing Elden Ring like quite a bit. I put in close to 1,000 hours. I haven't played it in quite a long time, but I'm excited for the DLC. And I know I'll be playing it quite a bit. So not excited for this. I hate Phil. Just gonna have to adjust my audio here in a second. One second. There you go. Fuck, my volume's super high. I was supposed to stream last night's Street Fighter stream for Phil, and as I was getting set up, I noticed that my favorite Detractorism, his name is Dave, he was streaming. So instead of wasting my time restreaming something for 0 people, I decided to go ahead and get on his channel, but I was fucking burnt, so I basically went to bed early, missed the entire stream, and yeah, woke up to find out that he didn't even play ranked, which is not really a surprise. Phil likes to spend his whole days saying that none of this matters, there's no stakes, right? Stakes in chat. But then he turns around and cowers away from just going into a ranked match. Sound like me, Batman. I'm good, man. How are you? I see that the stream last night was all casual, so I don't think I missed that much. Man, it is fucking hot today. Yeah. I mean, like I was just saying, he constantly contradicts himself about literally everything. He went on that rant saying that none of it mattered and there's no stakes and blah blah blah, and you know, he's not a professional anymore and whatever, but he will actively avoid going into ranked. So last 2 Street Fighter streams, he's been kind of avoiding it. He didn't play last night, and last time he played, the time before, he spent most of his time in casual before going to ranked. Then of course he bitched the entire time. I don't quite get this guy. Anytime I try to figure out like where his mind's at, why he does what he does, it always ends up hurting my brain because it doesn't make sense. He's not in the same realm of reality that we're in. Everything in his world is different than ours, so it's hard to grasp where he comes from sometimes. And his logic jumps are just insane. Holy fuck. He'll never get to a point where he just admits that he's not good, and that's kind of why we keep laughing at him. Yeah. Exactly. It's so fucking weird. I've never dealt with anybody this delusional before. And I'm not even really dealing with Phil. I'm just laughing at him. But I've never, like, actually seen anybody this fucking delusional. It's quite impressive. Have you been playing Helldivers a bit, or? I'm back on and off of it now that I've unlocked most stuff, but it's still fun. I'm enjoying it. It's just the base passion for the game is definitely gone, just because once you've seen everything, once you've unlocked most of everything or unlocked what you want, it kind of, you know, hit a wall, but it's still a lot of fun. Hey, Mindhive. Well, thanks for dropping in, dude. Hope you have a great day, eh? Just getting blitzed. What's up, Chicken Rooster? Sure. You're more than welcome, Mind Hive. We're just gonna be laughing, so. What's he playing after this? Still awake. Oh. No thanks. He was really late yesterday, wasn't he? It's like 5 minutes late. Is that? Huh. That's cool. I'm just gonna fight him though. Yeah. Get within range. Just move the volume up a little bit because I think we can do with a 9, maybe 10. Yeah, 10 works. Does anybody know if he stayed late last night? Because if he did, I bet the wife was upset. Yeah, I think he's scared to talk about that. Because when it happened, somebody had told him, you know, are you gonna play with Brian or whatever, or are you not playing with Brian? And he said, well, no, because the trolls are, you know, reaching out to him or whatever. I listened to the interview by Agent Proper, and I mean, it's obvious that Phil is defending his fucking weirdos. And he's not, like, Brian says it himself, he's like, he's not my friend, he's an associate, he's somebody that I, you know, maybe do content with or whatever, but I got the gist that he's probably not going to do anything else with him at this point. Not because the trolls got to him, but because Brian kind of was like, you know, you need to watch your fucking fan base. They're fucking weirdos. And Phil's, you know, he's not really gonna do anything about it, so. Yeah. It's always right. Exactly. Exactly. Fucking Derek, man. My god. Oh, here we go. Ugh, the worst intro of all time. Terrible. Derek lives in Canada. He lives in like Mississauga, I think, which is like the neighboring city of Toronto. But yeah, we'll ship him over, man.
Good morning, everyone.
We'll ship him over.
What a difference a day makes, because on today's show, ladies and gentlemen,
What?
we will be discussing arguably one of the best Nintendo
Best.
Direct presentations
Did you hear that? Best.
ever. This Direct that happened this morning covered a ton of new games that absolutely no one knew was in the works. Things people have been asking for years, either had updates or solid release information. It was quite wild.
It was
We'll
wild.
be recapping all of that. Plus, I have some updates on what we were talking about yesterday regarding my migration to a new PC and
Stealing his
more.
wife's computer.
It's going to be a good one.
Oh my god,
Today's
more.
episode, the
Oh
Long
my
Podcast.
god. Oh my god. Not ready for all this chill. I can't handle it. It's too much chill. Freezing. Oh, that intro, man. Not a children's entertainer, by the way. Horrible.
Good morning,
Oh my
everyone.
God,
Where am
nasty.
I? We turned out the lights. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, the 18th of June, 2024. I'm DSP, and today we have something cool to talk about.
Yeah,
That Nintendo Direct, without any
it's
sarcasm, was
it's weird, man.
literally
I don't get it.
one of the best they've ever done. Nintendo somehow kept a huge amount of game announcements under wraps, which is amazing, because in this day and age, everything seems to leak early, and out of the blue, it was like announcement after announcement, banger after banger, as they say.
Oh my
People were
God,
blown
he
away.
said
Now,
it.
some people admittedly are a
Banger.
little skeptical.
Phil said
of some of the
banger.
announcements. Me, I like to remain positive, especially when we've had a year right now
He likes to remain positive.
where they're really
Wasn't he the one
been
just
a
bitching
sharp
the other day about like
of
no
big,
good games
notable
had come
game
out this year?
releases. The biggest games this year have mostly been indie games, because the AAA games have fallen flat on their faces, right? So, in this regard,
Yeah,
with this
absolutely,
Direct
Batman.
announcing a bunch of awesome new stuff for Nintendo and others, because the thing was, this Direct
deserves
did
to
not
have
only
Jaha
cover
drop
Nintendo
in.
games. It actually covered
That's what he
stuff that will be
deserves.
cross-platform, which we're going to talk about. It was a damn good one. And so we're going to talk about that. Plus, I have some follow-ups regarding the fact that, you know, I will be, within the next 1 to 2 months, migrating my streaming and capture setup
2
away
months?
from my 10-year-old dated PC.
Dude, it's gonna take
my
him
wife's
2 months
PC,
to set up a computer.
2017, which is going to allow me to do new stuff. So
What?
we'll had some stuff to chime in about.
What?
In regards to that, I had told you guys the stats of this PC yesterday. And
What?
based on that, I received some feedback from the viewers. All right, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, you're excited for that, are
Good
you?
stuff today on the show. All right, but first of all, I have an update on something really weird that happened yesterday. So as you guys know, I have nice pop-up animations for my streams.
Nice. They were
Say
very
thanks
nice.
for contributions,
They're very
whether it's
nice.
Super chats, super stickers,
Super stickers.
you know, memberships or tips. Okay. Sadly, earlier this year we had to disable the gifted memberships one. It just went into effect, and then
Sadly.
people found a way to essentially game the YouTube system to get memberships.
Oh
nearly
my
for free,
God,
in which
shut
case they're
up.
meaningless because they don't mean anything. I don't get anything for them. They just get handed out and have. no
Yeah, they
value.
should, dude.
So
They
rather
absolutely
than
should.
have endless amounts
I
of
mean, that's what
pop-ups
I
on the
do.
stream,
If
those
I
are
were
all
like
disabled,
extremely
okay?
dented, but
I like
also
the
a
fact
detractor, I would
that I
probably
have
send
these
them
nice
a
animations
nice
or
computer,
contributions as a way
fully
of
built,
celebrating and saying
but just
thanks.
full of like
Fans
monitoring
over
shit.
time make me new batches. You know, earlier this year
Like
we had a
keyloggers,
bunch,
like
based off of
internal
Dragon
fucking
Yakuza.
hard-coded
Right now we have a
keyloggers
bunch
and
based
shit.
off of Street Fighter,
Just
and we
ways
rotate these
to
around
to
depending on the time of
completely
year
dox
and
the
new ones that
actual
I
living
receive.
fuck out of him. If I were
Now, in
that
regards to
dented,
all of these,
I'm not.
Okay.
If
When
I
it
were,
comes to
that's what I do.
automated stuff via YouTube, basically it's automated for any super chats or memberships that come in. Whenever you guys do a super chat or a membership, it takes a few minutes. Usually it's a little laggy, but once it clears, essentially, through this queue, the animation will play automatically. But when it comes to tips, I manually do it.
He manually does tips.
And primarily this is because many years ago, my trolls, as usual, reached out to basically every service under the sun.
Oh my god.
Right? And gave them a portfolio
To be
of the
banned
worst
from
moments
like
of
stream
DSP.
elements is
This
wild,
who
dude.
you're working with, right?
Holy
and what
fuck,
they would
that's
do
wild.
is take everything out of context, take bad jokes that I did, like no exaggeration, 14 years ago, acting like I did them today, and basically saying,
You
"Look at this
still
horrible
did them.
person." And so at that time,
You still
pretty
did the
much
jokes. It doesn't matter if you did them
tons
10
of
years
these
ago
companies
or 50 years ago. It's the
closed
same
my
fucking
accounts
thing.
and
Same
closed
fucking
my
thing.
ability to do things like everyone else does. So they closed my Teespring store. I got kicked out of the Twitch partnership program,
Oh.
and the animation service that I was using years ago to get automation for things like tips.
Stream
basically
elements?
Said, oh well, we're not going to allow you to do the automation for tips anymore. We don't
That's
wanna
insane,
be a
dude.
payment processor for your tips anymore. Okay. Now the funny
Holy
part was
fuck,
again,
man.
these companies had been doing business with me for tons of time.
Tons of time.
They knew who I
What?
was in my past and that I had done very risque,
Risque?
you know, cringeworthy commentary in the past.
It's
They
not
just didn't
risque,
care
it's racist.
Until the dawn of cancel culture.
Literally
And all of a sudden,
racist.
everyone
Homophobic.
somehow
That's what you were
gets
doing.
canceled
It wasn't
for things they did
risque.
14, 15 years ago, and all of a sudden they can't deal with me anymore, right?
Oh my god.
So, basically, I manually do everything now.
Yeah, because
So
you're
that way
fucking
there's
retarded.
no way that I can get kicked out of a service. Like, there are other services that I could be using that automate. But what's the point if at any moment these services are so wishy-washy and just stupidly...
Again, it's absolutely
giving in
wild
to
that somebody
internet
would get
hate,
banned off
right?
stream
That
elements.
if a few
Like,
of my
it's
haters contact
insane.
them about, again, things I did a long
Fucking
time ago,
wild,
they'll just
dude.
get me kicked out of using those
You don't even
services.
talk
So,
to anybody when you
rather
set
than
it up. You
even
don't talk
bothering
to
with it,
shit.
I
You don't
manually do all my animations when it comes
You don't
to
do
tips
any of
and
that.
stuff like that.
Like,
And some people have said, well, why don't you
it's a
have
program you
automation? Like, this is
install and
why.
you just
When
have
automation,
animations.
you
Like, what the
can
fuck,
leave
man? To be
yourself
banned off
open
that? Holy fuck, man.
to issues. For example, what now if I had text on the screen of what people put into a message? They could literally do things to game the system and say things that are racist, sexist. They could dox. They could do all kinds of fucked up stuff, and it would pop up on my stream.
Oh, that'd be
It's
funny.
automated. That's why I control it all. And the
Have a
truth is,
Sundar.
It works well.
A DSP version
I
of
still
Sundar.
have absolutely no problems whatsoever when it comes to support. And people seem to like the animations. They have to wait a few minutes for me usually to read them out and pop
They
them
love
up.
the
But
animations.
The truth is, being the level of streamer that I am,
Wouldn't you
I like
want to
be
give
that
Phil
personal
20 bucks
touch
to
and
see
personal
a
thank you
3-second
for every
animation?
contribution I get.
Is that
Because I
not
do it
a
manually,
good transaction
it
in
allows
your
me to
mind?
have control over everything and do a shout out. If everything was automated, chances are I would miss things all the time. Okay?
How? How
So
would you
I'm
miss
glad,
it? It's on your
actually,
screen. It
that-
shows up in a freaking window
that we actually
as
are able
contributions.
to
There's a section
have
in
control
OBS for
and
people who
enjoy
actually
it,
donate
okay? So why am I
specifically.
bringing this up?
What the fuck
Last
is he
night,
talking about?
I turned on my Street Fighter 6 stream with Zangy, which by the way we'll talk about in a moment. It went really well.
Oh my god, yeah, it ran really well. Casual.
and we're about to start
Absolutely
playing, and I
fucking
get some contributions.
pathetic.
And I go to play my animations for tips. They're not there.
Oh no, my tips. My
What
animations.
the hell?
What the hell?
Where
Huh?
are my tip animations?
Huh?
And I'm looking at the menu and I'm clicking all
Huh?
over. They're not there anymore. The YouTube animations are still there, meaning super chats, memberships, those are there. But somehow all of my tip animations have been deleted. And I'm like, what just happened? You
Like,
that's
what
work
happened?
To set that up, it takes a while. You got to set up the text, you got to set up the animation, everything there takes a bit. And it's frustrating.
It takes a
where you
little
go.
bit of time. It
Then I
literally
went to my
takes
other
a little
channels,
bit of time.
Not just DSP Gaming, but you know my other YouTube channels. It's gone there too.
You have the same
I was
ones
like,
there,
are you
dude. Why
kidding
would
me?
that
Did
matter
they-
which
what
account you're
happens is
looking
they
at?
recently updated their animations site, and basically when they updated it, it's a whole new menu now, and I had to basically kind of resort it and everything to get it to work. The animation stuck, but I had to kind of reorganize it. So, you know, I'm looking at it, I'm like, are you kidding me? Did they delete tip animations? Did they make it now that you just have a generic tip animation?
No.
And you can't have a custom
No.
one?
No.
And I'm looking everywhere, and I can't find anything about it.
Is he really
no
gonna?
one knows anything about it. There's no update about this. It's just gone. So basically, I'm like, well, I guess, guys, sadly, we can't have animations tonight for the Street Fighter stream. And then guess what? We had one of the most supported Street Fighter streams I've ever done. We exceeded the full Tier 3 tips goals.
I guess why?
So I guess it's not about the animations, which is nice to know.
Can
It's
you
nice to know
look
that
at the
don't
number
donate
of
'cause they wanna
people
see
who
a
actually
stupid animation,
donated, Phil?
but I like playing them
Look
regardless
at the
because it's a nice
number of people,
celebration
not the
when these
amount
come
that
in.
they donate.
But, man, was great to have that.
Look
level
at the
support
number
on
of
a Street Fighter 6
individuals that
Nitro.
actually
I
tip.
was surprised. Okay. So
And tell me
anyway,
you feel
after
comfortable
the
sitting
stream
there
ended,
saying,
I
I got
uploaded my Street
150
Fighter
bucks
footage, and I'm
last
like,
night.
well,
That
now I
was
gotta spend
awesome.
all this
From
time
3 people.
redoing animations, which I did. I sat there.
That means 3 people
redesigning
basically
the
emptied out
animations
their
from scratch.
fucking
I
wallets
actually
for
made it
you.
now so each animation has a different colored text. I changed the text in the animation.
Like 4, yeah, 3 or 4, exactly.
And I
It's insane.
reset all of the animations.
It's
So just
absolutely
to show you,
insane, man.
some
And to
minor
sit there and
improvements,
ask for day after
example,
day
I
after day
added
after day,
new
like,
text
what the
to
fuck
the
are you
animations.
doing,
You'll
man?
see here. This is just a test. This is not real. But see, supporter just tipped $20. It's over. And I colored the text differently for each level of tip animation.
It's OBS,
And I
man.
added
It's
some
so
custom
easy
text
to
for most of these
understand.
now.
What the
Okay?
fuck,
So
dude?
that's neat. It's good to have customized
It's not
stuff,
neat.
right?
It's super fuck.
So
Oh
it took me about over a half an hour to reset all those up. Okay? And then I said, well, this is good, but do I really have to do this for all 3 channels?
Oh,
So I go over and I hit refresh. And
when I
all
was a
of the tip
toddler,
animations
well,
are
not a
back.
toddler. When I was a preteen, like
glitch.
10 or 12 years old, whatever.
It was a glitch with
I was
the
doing
site.
chores around the
It
house,
wasn't that
cleaning,
they
like
had purposefully
cleaning
deleted
stuff
anything.
and
It wasn't
doing
that
the
they were changing
lawnmower, and,
anything.
you know, doing the lawn,
It was
that
some
kind of
kind
shit.
of a coding glitch.
My dad would give me
And
5-10
it
bucks here
only
and there.
lasted a
I would
few
save that
hours,
up, and
and
eventually
then
had
they
enough
fixed
to
it.
buy a game or
After my
toy
Street
or
Fighter
whatever.
stream last night,
This guy isn't able to do
over
that.
a half an hour, redesigning
This guy's
and setting up
42
these
years old and he
animations
can't
again
save money at all.
for no reason.
Seriously.
And I was stuck in here again nearly till around 11 p.m. Of course, I go downstairs. My wife's like, "Why were you stuck up there?"
He pissed off his wife
tonight?"
again.
It sucks. Every night there's something, but there's a corrupted video. So now I have to
He
rip
is
that video out of the
avoiding
archive
her.
stream, and that takes extra time. Or it's
He's saying
React
that
night,
she's
so I have to do
sick,
the React playlist
right?
for the next day.
He
or
said that the
whatever.
other day.
Every I get
And
stuck
he's
with
also
it.
saying
You know,
that,
you would think, oh, Phil goes offline around 9:30.
like, he's taking every avenue
I'm
to
stuck up here
avoid spending
doing
time
shit
with her.
every night.
It's so
Very
weird.
frustrating because I just want to spend time with my wife.
No, you don't. You literally don't. Why are you saying that? You literally don't. Look at him. Look at him. Lying.
Anyway.
Bald face lie.
So that's
Bald.
stupid, but I thought I would tell you the story.
Bald.
So if you're wondering, all the animations exist. They all work fine. I'm going to use the new ones. I set up the new ones with the new colored text and everything, so there's no reason to not use the new ones.
Exactly.
It's just incredibly frustrating that I set up the new ones just for
And, like, what are they going to
it
do? They're literally going to
essentially be a
sit
moot
on...
point. I didn't
Like,
need to
Phil's
do
going to
that.
waddle downstairs, sit on the couch while Kat is just playing her video game. He's just
I'm
going
gonna
to
test
scroll
this
on
one
his
again.
phone and pull some Hogans. Like, that's what he's
I'm
really
trying to
pissed
find a
about.
color
He's
text
pissed that he
stands
doesn't have
out.
more
This colored
time to
text
play
in
with
purple
his
doesn't really stand out. It's hard to
his
see, right?
sweaty men.
But I mean, like, I wanted to get like
gifts.
custom colors that popped, but it seems like a lot of these colors are too dark. What
Too
about
dark.
like super
Too dark.
bright?
Too dark. Why don't you pick white? Yeah, pick white.
Still kind of hard to read. See that?
Fucking
like over the
idiot.
corner.
Pick white.
It's only good to read
Jesus
on certain
Christ.
colors in the background.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Shit.
Maybe I'll just do pure red then for Bison.
Pure red. You excited?
Try this.
Yeah, it looks
Hey,
like shit,
That's
dude.
hard to read too. Shit. That's hard to like. Right? Like, ugh. That's the problem.
Like,
I'm trying to find like the perfect balance of color. I don't have a green. Maybe I could do like a neon green. Ugh. I can't find a good one.
Kind of like,
Yellow works, but you don't want yellow for like every single one. I already have yellow for one, so I didn't want to do yellow for like every one. I wanted like variety, but it's just too hard to read that pink, right? Like I can't read it. All right, I guess we'll do yellow. The yellow mostly stands out. All right, we'll keep that. We'll keep that for now. The green, I got green for Blanca. I got orange for Zangief. I've got blue for Chun-Li. No, I got blue for Honda. I think I have like light blue for
I
Chun-Li.
can't. Yeah,
dark
I
blue
mean,
for
it's
Honda.
kind of obvious too. I
You can read
can't
them pretty
game
well.
at the same time as listening to him. It's every time I
Well,
like stop for a
anyway,
second to hear what he's saying. It's so stupid that it makes me face
There you
plant.
go. Now, so that's that. I have a follow-up. After yesterday's discussions about migrating to a new PC, two people chimed in my video comments. The first says,
Chimed in.
if you use your wife's PC, which I'm going to, it's going to happen over the summer, okay? The GTX 1080 video card that's in there can run the NVENC HEVC encoder. This will be a significant upgrade over your current PC's encoder. Sadly, the CPU is one generation behind support for
What?
HEVC itself, However, it can probably encode to HEVC using the CPU cores themselves.
What the actual
Your stream
fuck are you
quality
talking
may
about?
Get another boost themselves. Your stream quality may get another boost if you set that stuff up properly. The thing is, you don't set that stuff up. It just happens kind of through OBS.
No,
Like,
you
it's
can
not
set it up.
me
You can
that would set
change it
that
in
up.
OBS.
It would be OBS. Like,
You can change
OBS
it.
tells me automatically like what's available.
You can change
I can
it.
select in OBS what encoder and stuff. Like, it's just there. I don't control it. I don't do anything
You
with it.
can change
That's
it.
what happened is at one point I was only able to encode using my CPU, but then I did a full update of all the drivers and everything in my PC, and then all of a sudden my graphics card showed up as an option for encoding in OBS. And I was like, oh, so what I'll do is I'll have my CPU do the videos on demand, I'll have my GPU do the streams. And that's what I've done, and now it works beautifully, and my PC never really exceeds like 40% CPU use.
That's insane that his computer does 40% CPU usage on just
I
recording.
think
I'm playing a
that
game right
basically,
now and my CPU is showing at 1%.
It should. I mean, if this is true, if
One.
this new graphics card that I'll be using has better capabilities.
If I play
as soon as I
Helldivers
update the
2
drivers,
on
which I
ultra
will,
settings, it's at
obviously, right? I'll update all the
1.1%.
drivers on everything. Once I get it up and running, likely it'll just have that
It's
option.
insane that only
That's good.
recording on
Have a
his
new encoder,
machine
higher quality
stacks it
videos
to 40.
should be
Like,
pretty
that's
darn good, I
fucking
think, right?
crazy, bro. That's
If anything,
insane,
we can get
man.
the file sizes down. That
That's
would be even better.
really bad.
Now, OP Boone also had chimed in here.
Of course he did.
Says your current streaming PC is still more powerful than your mini PC. That is essentially just the internals of a consumer level laptop in a box.
Exactly.
With no discrete
Exactly.
GPU, the mini PC, he's saying. It's very capable for what it is, but it's still outclassed by top of the line desktop hardware from a decade ago with a dedicated GPU. For example, here is the ratings. Your streaming PC rating says your PC can run 616 out of the top 1,000 most popular games listed on PC Game Benchmark at a recommended system level.
What is
while
this
mini PC
shit?
Can only run 297. So,
What is this
essentially,
actual crap that's
yes,
coming out of his mouth
PC
in a
is much
comment?
better,
What is this?
alright?
I'm getting angry now. What is this?
but that's just funny, is because I know for a fact the processor in the mini PC is better than the processor in that computer. So it's kind of like it's a trade-off. Dedicated GPU from 10 years ago versus much better CPU from today, but no GPU, right? We're going to talk in a moment because there is a game coming out. And we're going to talk about during this direct event.
Yeah.
There's a game coming out I'm incredibly
guess.
interested in playing, but I think it would be better to play it on PC. And I'm wondering if my mini
What
PC will
game?
be able to run it. We don't know yet.
Don't
because
say
of the system
fucking-
requirements, but I'm thinking I might be able to. In which
Don't
case I
say
might be in a really good
Warhammer.
position, but we'll talk about that in a
Space
few
Marine.
minutes. Okay.
Don't say that.
Okay. So yesterday was a fun day of Fallout 4 and Street
Fun day
Fighter
of
6.
Fallout
Let's summarize.
Okay,
Fallout 4
let's
was
summarize.
a great stream. We entered Nuka World. We did the initial questing, meeting all the
Just
different
to
gang
recap
leaders
that
and
he did a
whatever.
recap
We
yesterday,
wrapped
so
it
he's
up, and
recapping a
essentially now
recap.
we're in the part where we're going to go to the different parts of the theme park.
Unironically.
clear them out, solving puzzles, killing enemies.
You didn't solve
and
puzzles. You
progress to
literally
the next
installed a
part of the
mod to
story.
not do puzzles.
But two things. Number one, support was abysmal. I'm not,
He got
trying
great
to
support
say this
last
is the end
night.
of
What
the
is he
world or
talking
anything. It's
about?
not. Okay, this is not the end of the world. But it was one of the slowest streams I've done in ages.
He literally
Also,
got $170 some dollars last
earned
night.
That, besides the fact that I played Fallout 4 tons this week on purpose in a short period of time, because I knew starting today was going to be brand new games nonstop. So maybe it was just Fallout overload, right? There's people who like Fallout, but they had already come by the other streams that supported. They weren't going to support every single day. That very well could be what it was.
It is stupid,
I don't
yeah.
know. But anyway,
But I mean, you can't sit there and say, I'm
that
playing
game
a
now
game,
has 55 hours played.
but going out of your
Feel like
way
it?
to install a mod to
I don't
not
feel
play
like
the
we
game.
played 55 hours
If you're
of Fallout
doing
4, but
the
we
thing,
had.
do
We
the
started
thing.
playing
Don't
it,
do
what,
the
late
thing,
April,
but
when the TV
alter
show
it so
came
you're
out.
not actually
So it's
doing
been
the
a
thing,
while
but
we've been
you can
playing
still
it.
say that
It's
you
now
did the
on
thing, because
hiatus,
that's just
at least for
bullshit.
this coming week. It will
Like,
come back.
I found it stupid too.
Likely we're
I
gonna
did
ease
it.
in
I
as a
would
night
never
stream at
install a
first,
mod
and
to
then
skip a
become
part
day
of the
streams
game.
again once we
because
get to
that just
summer,
tells me maybe the game
months
isn't
that
good,
really don't
or
have many
maybe
major new releases,
I should
and
be
we'll
doing
balance it with other content. So FYI, if you liked Fallout 4, thank you. It's been a wild ride and a fun
Thank
one
you.
so far.
Look
I
at
really
this,
enjoyed
look at
playing
this.
next gen version.
So he
And now with my
backs
new
up all
capture
the
mode,
way and
playing
he
it in 4K
sticks
has
his thumbs
been
out.
wild and
Like,
fun. Really, it looks great.
actual
But
alien man.
you know,
Actual fucking
time for a
alien.
little break while we do all the new stuff. You know, it makes more sense to focus on the new stuff. We're not just going to keep playing that game endlessly, okay? Now, last night, Street Fighter 6. Zangief returned.
Are you gonna?
I've not played
didn't-
Zangief
did he-
in 2 weeks, and I
did he-
didn't realize
Did you
that.
mention support
But it was
yet?
actually right before the stream last night. I started looking. I'm like, when was the last time I used this character? And I'm looking like,
So he starts
Dude,
off by
2 weeks?
saying in his Fallout
That's
stream
not
that
good.
it wasn't
For me to have my
supported.
main
Now he's
characters in
talking
game
about
and
Street
I'm
Fighter,
taking
but
2 weeks
he's
to
not
play them.
mentioning the support.
That's awful. That's why every time I play this game now, I'm so rusty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I'm playing
I'm
them
dropping
completely on
combos
my
and I'm having
own
issues.
and I'm
I
just
started
fucking
playing with
around
Zangief,
whatever.
and I couldn't do
Sure.
anything.
I
couldn't
mean,
do
if
a
you're gonna
single
load up the
combo.
game with a shit ton of
I was
mods, you might
dropping
as well just
blocking
change the
wrong move, every
whole
wrong move.
the
It
whole
took me
thing too.
arguably
Like
30
Skyrim, I
minutes
had alternate
of playing with
beginnings.
Zangief to finally get back into
I
the
had
groove of
additional
playing well with
quests.
Zangief. Alright? It's frustrating.
Just a bunch of
It really
stuff,
is
so
because
that makes sense.
I know he's a
but
good character. They've improved him dramatically.
I just hate how
After
he
I got
sits
back
there
into
and
the swing of
says,
things,
you
I
know,
started doing much
let's do
better,
this
but I
together,
was like,
let's
dude, I
complete
am
the game,
so
let's do
rusty and
these,
behind.
but
There's
he
no way I'm
just
doing rank
skips them.
tonight.
It's just...
I'd be an idiot. I'm just gonna throw away all my ranking points when I'm playing so poorly.
You can't throw away your
So,
ranking
after
points.
About 45 minutes of casual play, it finally kind of kicked in,
You can't throw away your points
and I
because you can't
started
be
playing much better.
downgraded.
The second half of last night's stream went way, way better. I started using new strategies like
He was still in
drive rush
casual.
full screen immediately into running bear grab and getting giant damage because it fools the enemy.
He was still in
Or
casual.
I actually did, get this is pretty tough to do too. Running drive rush across the screen, instant level 3 super. I got it twice last night. It's so hard to do because you have to do the timing of the drive rush, immediately buffer the 2 circles, see if they're gonna push a button, and then press the button if they do.
See if you push a
Otherwise,
button,
it wins.
then you press
So
the
it's
button.
really hard to
It's
do.
so hard. I have to press buttons. Oh my god. Chew, chew, chew. Sip, sip, sip. Prayer hands.
In addition to that,
Spider hands.
some better combos. I'm finally getting better with my combos with Zangief because I've learned the new things about his headbutt. His headbutt is so much improved how it used to be.
Right.
It does more stun, more advantage. You can combo after it even better. So I started doing like 50 to 60% punish combos without even like full super. Crazy.
No, it's not, because it's impossible.
So,
because if you did your
much
super, it would do
improved
more
Zangief by the
damage, and
end of
it's
the night.
impossible
Get
to do
this,
more than
I
60
had
whatever
won
percent damage.
Far more than I had lost.
Far
This
more.
Absolutely was one of my best Street Fighter streams in a long time.
What the fuck is he
33
talking about?
wins, 24 losses, 58% win rate, and that's with the slow start.
He's
You know what I
happy
mean? That's
about
with, like, arguably the first
58%
30 to 40
win
minutes, I
rate.
was losing. I recovered. And by the way,
How do you recover
the
from
whole
that?
second half of the stream was like an endless army of Akumas. The Akumas wouldn't stop coming. It was like Akuma.
Because you're in casual and people are trying them out.
Everyone's picking Akuma now. I think what it is, they realize Bison's out in about a week now, and they only have about a week left to play with Akuma as the new character before everyone migrates to Bison.
What?
So everyone's in a big rush to learn Akuma in the last week here.
That's not
Okay.
what it is at all, my dude. The character just came out.
So,
People are still playing him for
it
the
was
first
great,
time right now
And,
as we speak.
I had a great time. I really did. I was learning. That's the
He's
other
just
thing,
leading
too, as I
people left
told
and
you
right.
guys.
Look at him.
It's okay to have a losing night if you're learning. Well, last night I was learning on the fly, new timing, matchup stuff, having a great time,
Having a great time.
countering people with giant, reversals. It was so good.
It was so good, man. It was so good.
I've decided the next time I play, I'm using Zangief again. All right, I'm not switching characters at this point. I want to stick with Zangief for now.
Are you playing
I wanna
casual?
Keep practicing with Zangief. Get into that muscle memory. Get it
Oh my
all
God,
in
he's gonna
head,
play
so when I
casual again,
play,
right?
I'm doing much better. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
I mean, fair point, Batman. If you're
So,
used to
good
getting
stream last
fucking
night,
low ass
amazing
percentage and you
support,
get
people
58,
loved
yeah,
it.
sure, that's
Let's
good.
do it all again soon.
But-
okay, cool. So speaking of which,
Cool.
let's talk about the schedule for the week.
Oh my
Today,
God, schedule talk.
A new game premieres. Still Wakes the Deep. That's
Stop
what
with
we're
the
playing
prayer
on the
hands.
daytime stream today.
Stop with the prayer
It's
hands.
about an oil rig that apparently, I guess, has lost contact with the outside world, and so someone goes to investigate and finds basically everyone's
I
dead and
wonder,
there's
like,
monsters on
if
it.
he realizes
I
that
think. I'm
real
not sure 'cause
pro
I haven't spoiled
players
myself on it.
are a lot better than he is.
I tried
like
to
a
stay
lot.
more, neutral about it, and then I, just play it.
And
cool
it's
today.
not
So that's what we're
like
gonna do.
it's not a fluke. Anybody
Reports
that's
are that it's
a really good
around
player, like a
6 to 8 hours
quote unquote
long,
pro
but a
player,
lot
they
of
all
people
have
beat it
really
around
good
6
win
hours.
rates.
If that's the case, great. I'll beat it today and tomorrow.
And there's thousands
right?
of them.
In 2 days of
And
streaming,
Phil technically
you
should be one of
able to
them
beat the
by
game,
how
and
he
it's good
talks.
to be able to beat a new game
He
like
should be
this
one of
right away
thousands
rather
of the
than
best
waiting
players.
out a
He should be
week
one of the
to play
few
it
hundred,
again. It'll
like
be good
top
to beat it
few
in 2
hundred, but
sessions, right? I hope it's good. It looked good, and it's a Game Pass game, so I didn't spend any money on it. If it sucks, it sucks. but I really hope that it's a solid experience. It looks like something unique, right?
And he's
I
gonna
never
beg
said I
for
played
it.
a game on an oil rig besides like Metal Gear Solid 2.
Playing a
right?
game that's free, and he's gonna beg for money, and he's gonna complain if he doesn't get money.
Tonight on the late stream,
Be like, hey, I'm
6:45
trying something
Pacific
different. You guys
time,
aren't
the return
contributing.
of
What the
Stardew
fuck?
Valley. We've done 2 streams of Stardew Valley so far. Each stream I have learned a significant amount about the game.
Just happy
Had a
about the
great
money he
time.
gets.
And you guys are really enjoying it. You're showing
You're
up,
supporting.
engaging with the streams a ton, which is what I
Say
want.
support.
Interactive chill streams
Say
are
support.
super fun for me. And also support is
There
been
you
great for the stream
go.
so far.
Of course.
So let's see how it goes tonight on
And
the late stream.
support.
I want to continue on with that pattern of learning. I think I unlocked the
Yeah, man.
sprinklers. I think people were saying like that's why I go do other things every day rather than worrying about that.
I'm
So
literally
excited for
not
that tonight. I hope you'll
like
join me for
watching
that late
anybody
stream.
on stream.
Sounds like we'll probably
Except,
wrap up still
well,
next
sorry,
week.
let me rephrase that.
Tomorrow night,
I'm
on
not
Thursday
watching
night,
anybody
I
on
will
Twitch.
do a Street Fighter 6 stream to end the week, and it will be more Zen
So,
Geek, okay? So continuing with the
if
Geekster,
anybody's streaming
tomorrow
on
night
there,
the late
like
stream.
a detractor,
I will not
I'd
be here
probably
on Thursday.
take
It's
a
my
look.
day off from streaming, but I return on Friday. All day long on Friday, it will be the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. I cannot wait. Number 1, to play this game with my new setup,
Oh my
meaning
God.
the most reduced possible input delay.
Oh, it
Better
doesn't
graphics,
change
right? We see how this game
anything.
now is gonna
Stop
run
it.
with my new setup. I don't think... Does Elden Ring run at 4K? Does anyone know if Elden Ring runs at 4K? Because I'll have to determine, do I want to run it at 4K, and then whatever frame rate it runs
Why would it
at,
run on
or do I wanna
4K,
run it
you
at 1080p
fucking
with the high
goober?
120 hertz? I got to figure that out. I don't know what it runs at. Right now, on my PS5, I'm running everything at 1080p, 120 hertz, variable refresh rate.
What
But
the
I want to
fuck?
see, like, what's the best for Elden Ring. I don't know what it runs at on consoles, okay? But anyway, I'm excited to see how it runs.
Well,
on my
me
new
too, man.
setup,
I mean,
how gorgeous it'll look.
I literally
And on
just
top of
started,
that,
so
you know,
and
this DLC is
like, I'm
probably
just
the most
adding
hyped
as I
gaming
go.
thing this year. Let's be honest. This year has been underwhelming for big releases. This is
I don't have
probably one of
the,
biggest releases all year. I'm very
the
excited. It's gonna
electric
be
personality
over
to
40
get
hours
like
in length,
newcomers in,
supposedly.
and I'm not
So I'm all
gonna
over. I'll be playing it all
exaggerate
day,
my reactions
both
on anything.
streams on
And
Friday.
I
And then
I
on
might
Saturday,
eventually get a schedule
more
that
Elden
might
Ring
help,
DLC.
like, you know, have more people come in.
That's
And when
an
I
A
say
stream,
schedule,
and
I'm
the night
not
stream
talking
will
about
be,
posting a schedule like Phil.
probably
I'm just
Stardew
saying,
Valley.
like,
And
I might
Saturday
stream
is
3 or 4 days a
reacting.
week
All
on
day
these
long I'll
days,
be
type of
reacting
thing.
to the
Or
Quick
these
Show,
hours
also
during the
DSP,
week.
or retro react on DSP Throwback.
But I don't think I'd ever
start Dark Souls again because
get
that would be
to
awesome to be
a
reacting to
big
Dark
point of
Souls
streaming.
while
I'm
playing
really
Elden
just
Ring.
doing it for fun. I find this
And then on
better
Monday,
than listening to the
more
guy
Elden Ring
directly,
DLC and probably the return of Street Fighter
which is
6.
the main reason
Tuesday,
why I started. I
probably more
wanted
Elden Ring
to
DLC, and then we'll see what we
basically
wanna do
have a
Tuesday night,
Dave
whether
stream
it's
for when
Street Fighter
Dave
6
isn't
or
there.
it's, Stardew Valley. And then Wednesday,
But
Street
I'm just
Fighter
gaming
6
on the
all
side.
day
I don't
long
expect
since the
my
release of
gaming
M.
streams to get
Bison,
much attention,
and
and
I'll
that's
be using
fine.
him on day one
really
all day
fine.
long, just like I did Akuma. Okay, so we got a lot going on next week. Literally every day is new content. I'm very excited for this. Obviously, I hope you guys are too. It's going to be an outstanding week. Just this first week, we're going to be like 14 hours into this Elden Ring DLC because I'll be playing it so much. Crazy, right? But we'll be about maybe halfway in. We'll see. Can't wait to see how it works. I hope it's good. I mean, I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. Everything FromSoft usually
Yeah, I
puts
can't
out,
imagine why it wouldn't
their
be.
DLCs are
You're right,
superb, right?
Big old sip.
Cool.
Cool.
That's the schedule. Outside of that, not much else to talk about except gaming news.
Oh my god.
And we have so much gaming news to cover today. I feel like we should just do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's favorite segment
Oh my
here on the Level
fucking
1
god.
podcast, DSPN,
Wait,
also known as DSP News.
you switched it
So,
up. You switched his intro.
Several stories to talk about. First of
Several
all,
stories.
in an interview, Hidetaka Miyazaki,
Somebody said,
the president
what was
of
it,
From
Shinko?
Software, speaking of
Shinko
From
said
Software,
that Burnell has
gave
a
some interesting
snaggle
comments
tooth,
that
and
everyone
I
actually
believe
really,
it
really
because you hear it.
His first
Sometimes
comment,
it just comes out like this.
as long as this company is
And
my
it's only getting worse
responsibility,
with his stroke
that's
mouth.
something I would not let happen. What is he talking about? Layoffs. He's basically saying as long as he's in charge, he's not laying off any employees.
It's a super
Wow.
profitable company. That's why, dumbass.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Wow. Wow.
impressive, no?
No,
That's
it's not
pretty good.
impressive.
The fact that we have all these other companies downscaling.
It's a massive goddamn
and
company with
screwing
billions and
around
billions
and
of dollars,
cutting
and
ropes
they keep
and
their
just,
employees,
you know,
and they're Japanese.
tossing people left and right into the
It's not the
unemployment
same
lines.
mindset.
He said he's not going to do that. In addition, he actually quoted the late great Iwata-san, former president of Nintendo. He says the following. I think it was the old ex-president of Nintendo, Iwata-san, who said that people who are afraid of losing their jobs are afraid of making good things. I'm paraphrasing.
He's
I want you
paraphrasing.
to think about that.
Why would he even say
People
that
who
then
are
if you're
always
just
afraid
paraphrasing? Just say the
that they're
thing.
going to lose their jobs.
Just say the thing. Don't
not
paraphrase. Say the
going
thing.
to innovate.
Why would you paraphrase?
Right?
No. Stop
about
saying
it.
right.
Why would you take a chance if it means if the game ends up underperforming to some arbitrary,
What's with the hand movements?
calculated corporate estimate of where the profits should be for said game?
God, dude.
If you're going to lose your job because you don't hit that, are you going to try to venture to be creative and make something good? Or are you going to be risking or not risking it and playing it super safe and only following existing trends and only doing the same cookie cutter shit that everyone else does, right? Like, are you going to innovate and make a super creative, fun, original game? Or are you going to make the next Battle Royale, the next looter shooter, online co-op game? You know what I mean? Take a look at Rocksteady, right? Look what happened to them. They went from being an incredibly innovative game, right? Oh, you guys are right. The bar is not sized properly. Let me fix that. Thank you for telling me that. They went from making incredibly innovative games.
What bar? Seriously.
There we go. Fixed. Thank you, guys. The Batman Arkham trilogy, right?
Right?
And what did they
Right?
do to it?
Right?
They ruined their legacy. They made a piece of dog shit with Suicide Squad to attempt to copy everyone else, do an online looter shooter co-op game that has a live service element. They essentially said, no creativity, just print the dollars.
Oh my god.
And if you're afraid you're going to lose your job, you're probably just going to make that kind of shit instead of caring and making something better, right? So it's funny in an era when we have people like fucking Phil Spencer saying, oh,
Look at
well,
him.
just so you
Hear him.
know,
Hear him
I don't
talk right
want to
now.
have to cut studios and lose jobs, but we have to remain profitable,
He's
right?
still
Well,
bitching
guess
about
what?
Phil Spencer. He bitches
Why
about
the
him every
fuck
goddamn day. What
don't
the
you
fuck?
make good games, you fucking imbecile.
Oh my god, dude.
Instead of just sitting there and having
Stop
all your
calling him
studios
stupid
pump
when
out
you're
shit,
literally DSP.
why don't you actually instruct them to make creative, good games so they can make profit and then you don't have to close studios? Instead, you sit there and you don't fucking do anything. You're just a figurehead for your company. You don't actually guide them in any kind of
So what if he is?
And then they all fucking fail. They make out shit games because they're all
They're
afraid to lose their jobs.
fucking
So they all
fail?
pump out the same samey shit, and it all sucks. It's unfinished crap like Redfall. Then you have to
Relax.
close studios.
Relax, Burnell.
And who suffers? Game developers who work their asses off.
Burnell.
Without a good game that they
Chill.
were instructed to make and probably ended up a piece of shit because the management
Chill,
sucked like you.
Burnell. Holy.
And the consumers suffer because there's no good games to fucking play at first party on Xbox anymore.
There's plenty of
Right?
good games. What are you talking about?
So Miyazaki versus Phil Spencer couldn't be further from night
Yeah,
and
just
day
clip the whole
when
thing.
it comes to leadership in their
Hey,
companies
Phil,
right now.
you got a major
That's a good
detractor here.
thing. We should all be more like Miyazaki and want more Miyazaki.
We should all be
and
like
want
Miyazaki.
As few Phil Spencers as possible in the fucking industry right now.
The guy. Yeah, Redfall could have been better, but
Okay.
it wasn't
Speaking of
terrible. It
Xbox,
just wasn't super interesting.
Xbox marketing chief.
There's plenty of games that are a lot worse.
West is quitting the company. He's decided to go work for Roblox.
A Roblox.
Yes, The
Roblox.
guy who is the head of marketing of Xbox said, "Fuck this.
Do you wanna know why?
This company sucks.
Do you wanna know
I'm
why?
gonna go work for a company that pumps out kiddie games constantly."
Do you want to know
I'm
why?
not kidding. I wish I was. So West was the second
Money,
Xbox executive
Phil.
to leave Microsoft this year.
Money.
His
You would have done the
resignation has
exact same
triggered a
thing.
big shakeup
100%
inside
the exact
company.
same thing.
They don't know what they're gonna do because this guy was literally the guy marketing everything. I mean, he was basically kind of in charge of this Xbox showcase that just
Xbox.
happened, which a lot of people arguably said was a great showcase. He's like, okay, here's my final piece of work. I quit. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to fucking play Roblox.
Yeah.
That's absolutely hilarious. So,
Yeah,
again,
that'd be cool.
more really bad news for really bad news for Xbox. It just gets worse and worse.
Xbox. You hear that?
Okay.
The fucking snaggletooth, man.
Let's talk about this insane
He's getting worse by the day, literally.
Nintendo Direct. All right, arguably the best Nintendo Direct they have done in ages. Some saying the best ever. I don't know about that, but this was a huge doozy of a Nintendo Direct this morning. First of all, I didn't cover it live. It was at 7 a.m. I read all of it. I have it all here. We're gonna go through it. I haven't seen video footage of the games. All I've read is the article coverage. All right. So I'm sure your guys are gonna know a little bit more than me if you actually saw the Direct. Let's go through it. So, first of all, apparently there's going to be a new Nintendo Switch Online offering for mature 17-plus people, all right, featuring games like Turok and Perfect Dark.
Yeah, because nothing says 18 plus like
they wanted
Perfect
to
Dark.
offer mature games on the Switch now, but they don't want it to be the same app as the current app because then kids could have access to the adult content. So it's a separate app that will only be accessible if you are registered as a 17-plus person on a Switch. Okay? Excuse me.
Okay.
So that's coming. If you're interested in Turok, I had Turok on N64. It's a super good game. It's also
You had it on
incredibly
N64,
difficult,
bro.
remember?
N64. That's like
So there you go.
shit. That's close to like 30 years now.
The announcements at this Nintendo Direct were insane. I'm just going to go through them line by line here. Okay? So, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom announced. It's up to Zelda.
You don't even like Zelda. You didn't like the last one.
It's a brand new story.
You literally rushed through it because he fucking hated
similar
it.
To the what was it? Oracle of Seasons and Ages? No, it was that. Not Wind Waker. What was it? The one that was a remake of a Game Boy game many years ago.
They could make her like just like Stellar Blade style, you know.
What the hell's the name of that one? Link's Awakening? It looks like the graphical style of Link's Awakening. I couldn't fucking remember the name of it, right? So it looks like that, but it stars Zelda. It's a brand new game, not a remake. Team up with a mysterious fairy Tri and use the power of the Tri-Rod to create echoes, imitations of things found in your environment. Recreate echoes whenever you want to solve puzzles and defeat enemies around you. Use echoes of water blocks to reach new heights, make bridges out of beds, throw rocks at foes.
So
or
you're
find
just
your own
creating
creative
stuff.
Combination of echoes and do things your way.
You're just creating stuff.
You can even create echoes of monsters to fight at your side in combat.
Yeah, you literally
Join
create
Zelda
stuff.
on her quest to rescue Hyrule when The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom launches for Nintendo Switch on September 26th. So, first of all, I'm putting that on my list. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're aware of this.
Oh, what's he gonna say now?
All right? Zelda herself, not Link, but Zelda, has not starred
What's he doing, man?
in her own game.
What the fuck is he
since
doing
the
right now?
Horrendous spin-off, not made by Nintendo, but by a third-party company.
He's wasting time, is
for
what
the
he's doing.
Philips CDI. And I forget what it was called. Wasn't it called like Wand of Gamelon or something like that? You ever seen those hideous cartoons of Zelda that looks like it's like FMV from a game? That's what those are from. Yeah, it's so bad. It's really shit artwork and just weird voice acting. And the games are bizarre and don't play like Zelda. That was the last time Zelda starred in her own game. Oh, Wanda Gamelon was the one with Link? Okay, what was the name of hers? Was it just called Zelda's Adventure?
So you didn't know. You didn't have the right information. You didn't know the name.
So, she finally gets her own game. However, I will say this.
Bursting with flavor.
Zelda the protagonist of a Zelda game, finally. But she doesn't get to play like Link. She instead has to summon things to
She's
fight
not
for
Link.
her.
She's not a fighter.
I do find that a little odd.
Why?
I would have liked it if she was the protagonist and she played like Link and it
Why?
was a traditional top-down Zelda game.
Why?
'Cause otherwise, it is a traditional top-down Zelda game. Like I said, it looks like Link's Awakening graphics. In fact, I just think they just reused those assets. But it's weird that it's a different game.
They
However,
reused. Oh my.
I will have faith because I was very skeptical of Tears of the Kingdom and this building system. Remember, I was like, oh, I don't want to play fucking Minecraft. I don't want to play Fortnite. I just want to play Zelda. Well, it was good. It was well implemented. So instead of being a skeptical cynic, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They earned it with Tears of the Kingdom for me.
Oh.
I think the game will be good. And I'm
He
very
literally
excited for it.
complained about it the
That's a
whole
great
fucking
announcement.
time.
And by
Now
the way,
he's saying it was good.
No
What
one
the
knew
actual
this was
fuck
coming
is
out.
going
No one knew
on?
it was in development. So that's surprise number one. Okay? They're also going to have a gold-colored Nintendo Switch Lite Hyrule Edition to sell. Of course, idiotic fanboys will buy it, even though they don't need another Switch. They'll dump a ton of money into that just to line Nintendo's pockets further. There's no reason to be buying a fucking Nintendo Switch Lite in 2024.
Why?
The Switch 2 is about to be announced and sold likely next year. You'd be a moron, but these
Why?
people are morons and they will go buy it. Okay, continuing on.
They're still gonna release games for the
Listen to
Switch
this.
for a while,
Second
my
big
dude.
announcement. Ready? Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Yeah. Brothership?
Brothership.
Yeah.
That word hits wrong.
Why?
Is it brotherhood? Is it friendship? No, it's brothership.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll change the name. I don't know. It's a little weird. All right, but anyway. All aboard for an island-hopping RPG adventure. By the way, I'm reading this straight from the Nintendo press.
Oh, of
That's
course
what I'm
he
reading,
is.
press release.
Why would you come to
Sorry,
Phil's
Mario
stream
and
to
Luigi,
have
the
him read
brothers
to
are
you?
back.
Oh,
A
right.
brand new entry
Right.
in the
Never mind.
Mario and
I answered
Luigi
my own
series.
question.
Remember Mario and Luigi?
Dense.
Didn't they have like Superstar
Dense can't
Saga?
read.
Didn't they have like
Dense are
Bowser's
stupid.
Inside Story or something like that? So I guess this is a new game in that series. They're gonna set sail on Ship-Shape Island, part ship, part island, and navigate the vast world of Concordia. Play as the mustachioed pair and explore islands that range from tropical rainforests to bustling cities. Along the way, meet friends to help you on your journey and encounter
Fake voice,
fresh
man, I
faces
hate
from
it.
the Mushroom Kingdom like
I hate
Peach
it
and
so much.
Bowser. Keep the brothership afloat. Rely on Mario and Luigi's bond to save the day. All right, it's coming to the Switch, November 7th. Put that on my list.
He's writing it down, by the way. That's what he's doing right now. He's writing it down.
Fuck. Can't type on this thing. I told you.
Type? Wait, he's actually typing?
I seriously cannot type on touchscreens.
Touchscreen. He's typing on his phone? What?
November 6th. Okay.
It's so funny
Oh,
that
no,
he's
it's November
talking about
7th?
this, but he
How did I get
didn't
6th?
actually
It's
like
7th.
put
How
it
did I
in
get
his
6th
calendar or
then,
whatever.
Ray?
He's waiting to be on stream to do that.
November 7th. Okay. Walter Jr. says the Mario and Luigi series are the spiritual successor to Super Mario RPG. Nintendo's having their own Mario RPG overload. Trina Hart says the art style is a little weird. Doesn't look like anything we've had so far. More like a muted Pixar version of Mario. Oh, yeah? Again, I didn't see visuals. I just read the articles. I didn't see the visuals.
So he didn't even
this
see
morning, so
anything.
I'll have to check
Oh
stuff
my
out later.
god, dude.
Up next, this is a great one for me. Dragon Quest III's HD 2D remake
Why is that great
finally
for you?
has an update. Experience the chronological beginning of the Erdrick trilogy storyline in this remake of the original RPG classic, now with vibrant HD 2D visuals and an expanded narrative. Set out on an epic fantasy adventure as the hero to save the world
this
from the dark
hurts.
forces of the evil archfiend, Baramos. Travel in a vast world full of towns, dungeons, and caves to explore, meet a cast of lively characters, and fight ferocious monsters in a modernized turn-based battle. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake launches on Nintendo Switch November 14th.
Why do you say
And
it like that?
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes, an updated collection of the original two Dragon Quest games, is gearing up to round out the Erdrick trilogy when it launches on Nintendo Switch sometime next year. So, Dragon Quest 3, November 14th. I'll be honest, I would have preferred an update on the new Dragon Quest 12.
I'd prefer you
but
shut the fuck
I
up.
guess any Dragon Quest is good Dragon Quest because it's been a million years since 11, right? Right. Okay.
Sure, man.
All right, continuing on. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Mario and friends are arriving on an enormous island resort for the latest entry in the Mario Party series. 5 new game boards. Goomba Lagoon. 110 mini games. October 17th.
Cool.
Am I that excited for that one? No, I am not. Why?
Well, other people
I'm
might
not
be.
into the party games.
You don't have
if you like
friends.
Mario Party.
That's why you don't like
great,
party games.
right?
You have
If
zero
like Mario Party,
friends.
good. That's excellent. I'm not really into Mario Party, so for me, not a big deal. But the new Mario Party comes out in October. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Donkey Kong
Okay.
Country Returns HD. They are remaking Donkey Kong Country Returns. Funny enough,
You're not gonna play it. You said you
I
wouldn't
was
play
going
it.
to
You
do
said
a
it yesterday. You wouldn't
retro
play
react
it.
of that sometime likely over the summer, over on DSP Throwback. The original was a Wii game.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
that
You
John
said
and I did
yourself
co-op
you
playthrough
100%
back
of
in
it
the
because
day.
you
It
never
was
wanted
one
to
of
play
our
it again.
earliest platforming co-op playthroughs. They
Literally,
were
that's what he said.
Origins and then Donkey Kong Country Returns. So, yeah, that's coming out. If you're interested in a remake of Donkey Kong Country Returns, it comes out January 16th. Okay?
Okay.
Lego Horizon Adventures, we already know about that from the other presentations. They already showed it. That's coming out during the holiday season. Looks like it's a Lego game that goes through the entire plot of the 2 Horizon games. It'd probably be good if you like Lego games, right? Maybe something for me, maybe not. I don't know. Just Dance 2025 edition.
Or still
Nobody
would
cares,
like
so I'm
the
just gonna
fucking
skip that
Lego
one.
game, right?
And Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Yes, they actually teased Metroid Prime 4. It's actually being made. It's in development. It's nearing completion. It is going to be released next year. Holy shit, finally. How long has that been in development? Hell, that's good. They finally are finishing it up, and we can actually play it next year. Sounds good to me.
Sounds very
Holy crap.
specific. 2025. Sounds very specific. Holy crap, I'm so impressed. They have a release date. Do they, though?
That is absolutely excellent news.
Do they, though?
And I already talked
Do
about
they
the Nintendo
actually?
Switch Online Mature app. Now, that's all the Nintendo kind of specific stuff. But there was other stuff announced. For example, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection is coming to all platforms. PS4, Xbox One, PC, Steam,
Yeah, we know.
Switch on September 6th.
It's on the store, we
and
know.
This, I guess, is another collection of Ace Attorney games. I don't know, because I only played the original trilogy. I know, wasn't there like an original trilogy? Then there was like Apollo Justice, and I guess there was more. So I guess, is this more? Is this the latest ones or something like that? So there's a collection of that coming out
It's a collection.
in September.
Fucking
But for
stupid.
me,
Oh my
the biggest, craziest, most unexpected, most mind-numbing, jaw-dropping, insane,
It's gonna be bad.
out
It's gonna
of
be a
left
bad
field,
release.
completely shocking,
It
twisting,
won't be shocking. Just watch.
pants-shitting announcement ever. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Prepare your butts, tighten your belts, because if you don't, your pants are going to rip off your body and fly out your goddamn window.
Is he trying to be funny?
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics has been announced.
Okay, and
What? Yes. Featuring, listen to this shit, X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter.
literally
Marvel
nobody
vs. Capcom Clash of
freaked out.
Superheroes.
Did you have your pants tied
And
on,
Marvel
Batman?
vs.
Because
Capcom
he
2
said that
New Age of Heroes
they're re-releasing the
and
Capcom fighting
the
game
Punisher
collection.
arcade game.
So if your
They-
pants
they
weren't on,
squeezed one
now
in.
they're
I guess
off.
They wanted a
They're
seventh
flying
game,
out the
they didn't
window,
have another
apparently.
Versus game, 'cause
That's
those are
what
all the
Phil
Versus
said.
games. They were like, what can we fit in here? Punisher. Let's just squeeze that in there. We never sold it before. Right? So, do you want to know the details? Here's the details. Right from the
right, you are.
Capcom email that they sent me personally.
Well, your
'cause they're so
crossplay is gonna
excited
go
about
flying
this.
off.
Ready?
I guess.
Battle it out online. All of the fighting games in this collection will have online ranked, casual, lobby matches
So fucking
unlocked for
retarded.
players to showcase their abilities with friends, family, and players from all around the world. Robust rollback netcode.
Robust.
Online play for the
Bursting
collection is
with
supported
flavor.
Rollback netcode for a strong and stable online performance. Be the best. The global high score leaderboards come to every game in the collection, so players can track their journey to the top. Practice makes
Journey
perfect.
to the top.
Training mode will come to all
Why'd
of
he
these
say it
fighting
like
games
that?
in the collection to learn, practice, and
Journey to
master
the
your
top.
moves. A rare gem, the classic beat-em-up arcade game The Punisher comes to PC and modern consoles for
Punisher's
the first
awesome.
time ever in the United States.
That was a great game.
Watch this. Spectator mode is available, so you can enjoy watching your friends and co-combatants battle it out. Plus, a slew of additional features, including a music jukebox.
I
in-game
hate
museum,
how he's
new
talking
display
right now. It
filters,
just
and
it grinds my
more.
fucking gears.
All for the low price of $399. No, I'm kidding. That would be something. If they said, finally, you're getting the collection you've always wanted of Versus games, all in one package, $399 US, motherfucker. No. They didn't announce the pricing, actually. I'm sure they probably already have the pricing somewhere. I'm going to guess $60. That's my guess, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be even cheaper, but I would pay around $60 for this collection. However, However,
Just get to it.
there's a big but, and I cannot lie.
Big juicy
Other
butt.
gamers can't deny. If they don't have this feature in the game, it might just be insane. It might suck. That actually would have completely went into the real song, but I just
What?
did those lyrics, and I just
What?
made those up on the fly.
What?
All right, so
What?
listen.
Wait, what?
All right,
What?
it doesn't say crossplay.
So? Oh no, I'm gonna have to buy the game multiple times again. Oh
crossplay in a collection
no.
like this?
Oh
We've already
no,
seen
I have to
this
buy the
happen.
game again. Oh,
With no
fuck.
crossplay, these collections last like a month, and then they just die. Because here's why: it's releasing for PC on Steam, PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch. Apparently, there's no Xbox version. I don't
No
know why,
Xbox.
but I didn't see an Xbox version in
No
there.
Xbox.
Very odd that they're not doing it for Xbox.
Very
But
odd.
if they don't have crossplay, what ends up happening is everyone buys it,
Mm-hmm.
everyone plays it for a couple weeks,
Yeah.
and then it just goes away.
Why?
We just saw this last year with the collection that had the Darkstalkers games and Super Turbo and all of that. Or
You think people would actually
our
clamor for
Anniversary
Super
Edition,
Turbo?
That people don't play them for long. So here's the thing.
This is insane, my
All
guy.
right.
This is insane.
Already I'm seeing insane positivity all over social media about this. First of all,
Insane
you may not be aware,
positivity.
this is the first time these games
Two
have been
words that you
available
wouldn't
to be played on
expect to
consoles in
Fucking
over a
go
decade.
together?
They haven't sold any
Insane
of these
positivity,
versus
not
games,
regular positivity.
or
Insane
WC2
positivity.
for that matter, particularly in over a decade on console, and they delisted these games. You can't play them anymore. So people without having owned the original versions from 100 years ago can't play them.
100 years
All
ago.
right? People have had to be forced to run to PC and play these on Fightcade.
Forced
But the funny part
to
about
run
this is,
to PC,
I'm actually seeing
indicating that
this,
people are
this announcement
freaking
on
out over a
social
game
media.
so much that
People
they're
are
switching
rejoicing,
consoles to a
even
computer.
Those who use Fightcade. Do you want to know why? They literally are making posts like, "Wow, Fightcade
But
sucks.
also-
We're tired of it."
but also
Because
that you
we're
should,
having to set up the matchmaking ourselves.
like-
and there's apparently issues emulating some of these games, and they have, it's not perfect. And they're like, we just want a game that's streamlined, that
I
has,
can't even, man. I can't.
matchmaking that works, lobbies that are easy to set up and work, rather than having to have peer-to-peer connections to play, like you have to do on Fightcade right now. Like, people are legitimately excited for this. 'cause
As
they
if
know it'll
anybody
have
would
more
buy a
features than
computer to
Fightcade,
fucking play
right?
a single game.
So that's and I've been
What the
telling you
fuck?
guys, that's the difference between Fightcade and an individual game sold. This game will be streamlined out of the box, working. You won't have people who are able to fucking reverse engineer it to find your goddamn IP address and shit. It'll have
You could
lobbies
literally
where
do
you
that
can
with
join
any
and
game,
play
dude.
each
Any game
other,
that has a
rather than
peer-to-peer.
fuck
Any
around
game.
with the peer-to-peer connection bullshit with pop-up friend requests. and
You
shit,
were
right?
playing
So it'll be good in
freaking
that.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty has that.
So
People literally
I'm
have
excited. This is
shown
great news.
Phil's IP
Now, here's
address,
the thing.
which reveals his house.
If I get it
Like,
on
people have
PS4,
literally done that
this is
already.
excellent. And by
You're
the way,
not-
I've been
you're not
asking for this
anonymous.
for years, have I not? Did I
Get
not
over it.
just a few months ago say they are leaving the money on the table for a Versus collection? That there is demand for people to have a collection that has all the classic Versus games?
There's
So they did. They started with Children of the Atom. That was the first one.
such a big demand that
Which is just
nobody's
X-Men.
going to actually
Then
get the
Marvel
game.
Superheroes is all the Marvel properties. Then X-Men vs. Street Fighter was all the X-Men characters versus Street Fighter characters. And that was the first crossover game that was 2v2. And then they just continue. All right? Now,
Mhm.
if I get it on PS4, great. But I don't know what's going to happen with legs of this collection. It might only be playable for a couple weeks, and then no one plays it anymore, and you can't find it
Then
anymore.
don't buy it.
And that would be very disappointing.
Then don't
now,
buy
it's
it.
on Steam. The question is, will my mini PC play it? If my mini PC will play it, I will absolutely buy this on my mini PC and play it on there. It'll be the fighting game I play
Wow.
on my mini PC.
Wow.
Or will it? I don't know. It is
Wow.
only 2D games. You would think if I could play games such as Pizza Tower, right? And you know how fast-paced that game was.
If I could play
It was running
Pizza Tower, I could
smooth,
play any game.
60 frames, 4K, right? You would
What?
think my mini PC will play it. I hope. I mean, fingers crossed, arms
Why is he-
crossed, legs crossed, toes fucking crossed. Here, let me cross my fucking nose hairs. That this will play on my mini PC, because I want to be able to play it more than a couple of weeks. Every fucking time that I buy one of these collections, it dies within a couple months, and I'm pissed. Like last year, I was really enjoying that collection that had, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Anniversary Edition, and it died within a few weeks. I couldn't play it anymore. No one to play, and that pissed me off. So I'm very excited. These are the games that I grew up playing in arcades. These were the games that were the most popular in arcades. I played the hell out of them. The thing is, I'm insanely rusty. I haven't
Oh,
played
he
these
actually
games
thinks
in
he's
over a
gonna be
decade because
competitive.
They haven't been available on console,
I see.
so I haven't touched them. I used to be good at these.
Oh my
But I
god.
probably aren't anymore. The thing is, people who sat there on Fightcade for the last decade are probably godlike, and now I'm gonna be terrible. I'm gonna be playing like ultra catch up.
How is he
the knowledge
pre-coping
is still
on a
up here.
game
It's
that's
just,
like...
I have to reawaken it. You know what I'm saying? I have to reawaken the memories of how to play these games. I'm craving, man. I'm craving. Like,
Oh, I'm about
X
to
over the Street
scream.
Fighter, super fun game. Everyone's broken as shit. Everyone has infinite, but it's very fun. Marvel vs. Capcom 1, I was one of the best players in the world at MVC 1.
No, he
But it was
wasn't!
the final tournament they held at B5. Before it was EVO, it was
No, you were
at
not!
B5, I was top 5.
You were
in that
not
game,
best
in
of the world.
Final tournament,
No,
and
you were
Japan
not.
Came, and they
No.
lost. We beat Japan. Okay? So I'm super good at that game.
He's
I
not
just need to
super
remember how to
good.
play it. I
What?
haven't played it in 100 years, right?
He...
MVC2,
What? Sorry,
played
what?
the literal crazy shit out of. But I was never great at it. I was always good. I was one of the best in Connecticut where I played. But as soon as I went and traveled to other states, I basically got my butt whooped almost all the time. It was very rare if I would perform well in MVC2. It sucked because I loved the game so much, but I just never had
Oh my god.
skill or experience to
Oh
play
my
people.
god, dude.
But
Holy
I
shit.
know shit in that game. I would be great to be picking fucking Magneto. Who's my team? Magneto, Sentinel, Tronbon. Magneto, Sentinel, Tronbon is my team. And it kicks ass, does insane damage combos and stuff. Let's see if I can remember how to play it. Storm, too. I'm really good with Storm in that game. So, I guess we'll see. I mean, it's been so long. But if I can play with my new joystick that I've been using now for a year, if I could play this on, and if I could play it on PC with no input delay,
Oh my god.
no input delayless classic versus games being played.
It
online
won't
with
give
roll
you an
down headphones, like
advantage, you
fucking-
stupid shit.
That's so cool. It's just the only shame. I'm gonna be honest, guys. The only shame is
Oh
I'm
my
42
God.
fucking years old.
Yeah, you're
you know? I
stupid
wish this
too.
collection came out
How
10
about
years
that?
ago and it was the same
How about that?
situation
You're fucking
where,
retarded too. How
best
about that?
netcode, everything. You know, now I'm older. I know I'm probably not gonna be able to play as well. Again, I've lost a lot of that knowledge. I'm getting older, and it's like I know I'm not gonna be able to play it at a high level. I'm gonna be able to have fun though.
One of the best
I'm
in
gonna
the
be able to have
world, by
fun
the way.
playing it. I know I am. I'm just sad that I'm older now. You know, I wish that this had happened ages ago.
Yeah,
So anyway,
exactly.
I'm excited. I'm gonna get basically. I'm getting.
He's
back
playing on a
into it.
goddamn
If this
cat. No,
runs
no, no,
well,
dude.
If this is not
Dude.
a fucking train wreck,
Don't
right?
apologize.
I'm
That's
down for this.
that's
And
exactly
will
what
get
I
it
would
on
be
my
typing right
PC.
now. I'd be
If it runs
screaming.
on it and I can play it with the least input delay and everything. That's what I will do.
He was literally
Okay?
playing on a cabinet, and now he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have
But
less input
no
delay."
date. It's
Like,
coming out this year.
it's a
but no
mechanical
release
button
date
that you're
yet.
pressing, and
So I
you're
guess we
gonna
have to
fucking
keep our
complain
eyes
about a
and
mechanic,
ears
like
open
a
and peeled
delay, an input delay.
this
What?
collection.
What?
All right,
Sorry.
I'm super
What?
excited. Obviously, these are the games I grew up playing. Each one of these I could play, and I could do arcade run-throughs to.
Yeah,
show you how to
nobody's
play
gonna be
the
interested in
bosses
seeing you do
and
this,
talk about
Phil.
the game mechanics
Yeah,
and things, much like
nobody
I did
except, well,
with
I
that Street
guess
Fighter collection
Jax,
many years
right?
ago. I went through each iteration of Street Fighter and explained.
Nobody
to the
but
audience
Jax,
what we
though.
were seeing. I could do the same exact thing with these games because I played the living shit out of them back in the day.
I'm sure
And then
everybody's
we could
super
go
interested
online
in
and play
hearing that.
all of them online and try all these different characters and stuff. It's gonna be very exciting, man. Very exciting.
They're exciting,
This is
man.
excellent news.
It's so exciting, man. Horrible.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is gaming news for today. Holy shit. I mean, what a day. That Nintendo Direct was insane. That was absolutely jam-packed.
Do you not know what
full of
insane
stuff,
means? Phil?
right? That was insane amount of announcements. And so I'm very
Stop
happy,
saying insane,
obviously,
please.
with that Nintendo Direct. I never expected that Nintendo Direct would have that many announcements. Pretty damned awesome. All right, guys, I have to blow my nose. My allergies are acting up, and I feel like I'm about to sneeze again, so I'm going to blow my nose, and then we'll continue. Casper, don't worry. I'm just kidding.
Did you say cat don't worry? Is that what he said? Yeah, maybe Ryan.
Look. I know.
He's talking to his fucking cat. Blow his nose and he just gets up and leaves for like... Feels like almost a minute now.
Okay.
It's so weird, man. Why does he do that?
All right. Okay, so I just covered the absolute best parts of the Nintendo Direct. Apparently there was more as well. Like Queen of Hearts in chat is saying, you talked about the best parts. There was a lot of RPGs that you didn't mention. It took forever to show the half-decent stuff. I didn't see the show live. Like I said, I just read the big press release of the big things. So that's what I just summarized for you guys.
Oh my god.
400
You
other
summarized the
RPGs
summary, you
could watch
moron!
The entire show, which I did
Oh
not do.
my god. Oh my god.
I am excited for most of those announcements. Those are great. Like, I'm not going to play all those games, but I'm going to play a good amount of those probably. The fighting game collection, notably, I'm all over. I cannot wait for that to come out and be a part of that. The rejuvenation of the
It's gonna be a part of that.
After being gone for so long, being able to play all those classics that I loved from the 90s when I was growing up in arcades. I cannot wait to share that with you. At full, beautiful 60 frames per second on my setup now. It's going to look so smooth and great. I cannot wait. So good. Okay. It's time to do some shout outs, folks. No shout outs on the YouTube side, no super chats, no super stickers, no memberships, no gifted memberships as of yet.
Look at that face.
But the stream is young, so no worries. I have received
No
some
worries.
tips. Let's shout out some of these tips.
Who's worrying? Who's worried?
Walter Moss is notable is that the Dragon Quest III game remake, as well as 1 and 2, are probably going to be on other platforms and not limited to just the Switch. I didn't think so. So, there you go.
my God.
Generation C says it's very disappointing MVC Collection won't be on Xbox. Well, I don't know why. It's very bizarre. I wonder why it's not going to be on Xbox. I don't know if there's a licensing deal or maybe they just the other collections didn't sell well on Xbox. It sucks for Xbox owners, but what can you do, I guess? I agree with you there. It would be great if it was full cross-platform. Okay. I received a $6.08 tip from Wolf-like. Phil, are you interested in playing System Shock? I've been playing it. It is good. I am. Remember, that remake game came out a bit ago, and I told you guys that I was very interested in playing it. I've never played System Shock, and apparently it is the game that came before, the predecessor of BioShock. And so, yes, if someday I'd like to play it. Maybe that could be something we do over the summertime. Once we wrap up this big slew of new releases starting today that have hit, perhaps then we will check out some other stuff like that I missed, and that's definitely one that's on my radar for sure.
It's crazy,
so
man.
be sure to suggest it once we get through all these new releases, okay? I received a $20 tip
Oh my god.
from Swagonito.
Hello, Jade. It's OIC, but I'm just gonna call him Jade. Look at that face. Look at his face.
Swagonito. He says, excited for the Versus collection. I'm going to go back and watch your gameplay on those games on the OG DSP Street Fighter YouTube channel. You were really good at those games back then. You went on a
Oh
crazy
my
win streak.
god.
Who haven't seen it, I think you can catch up pretty easy when the game releases.
Oh
Yes,
my
you can even see me
god.
play old-ass games, no
Listen
worries,
to
dude.
this
Yeah, everyone, if you wanna see
toe-sucking,
my old school
fungus
throwback footage of
eating
that, it's on my old channel,
F
DSP
sharp.
Street Fighter, which I know I don't talk about because it's
Holy
an
shit.
archive of about a year and a half. of
Slurp
fighting game
up that
footage, and then I
DSP
stopped using it.
juice.
Bursting with flavor.
Burst.
And that was the era of that MVC collection that had come out.
Oh my god. Ass kisser,
like 12
insane.
plus years ago. But the thing is, even that collection didn't
He's
last.
dick
It
riding
lasted
so
like a couple of
fucking
months,
bad it feels
and
like.
then that died too.
Feels like we're
So,
watching
but that
just
was only,
the
what was that collection?
we're
Wasn't it
watching
Marvel
the
Superheroes versus Street Fighter and
the
MVC
Argentinian
1, and that was
tranny
it?
getting
And it was
railed
just two
again.
games, right?
That's what it feels like right now.
And sadly, it wasn't great online. It did have a lot of lag when you played it online because that was before the era of everything having rollback netcode and reduced input delay. So it was like playing.
So
slowly
now he's
underwater
happy
trying to
with
play that
rollback
game.
netcode.
This collection should be night and day. You know?
Wow.
Now everything has the better netcode.
Yeah, he really needs to
Input delay.
apologize
I
to the
don't
Cannon
see a
Brothers.
reason why we shouldn't be able to get the absolute
He should
best
write an email, a
performance out of the
formal
game.
apology.
Pretty good. Okay, so thank you, Swagonito, for the very generous $20 tip.
Swagonito.
Jordan did a super chat and says, nothing interested me personally. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Jordan. For me, I'm excited because number one, it sounds like I'll actually use my Switch by the end
He
of
just
the
got
year.
a super chat, but he's
Considering I
not saying
haven't
how
booted
much
up
it
once
is.
this year.
I don't get
It'll
it.
be nice to do something with it. But also, you know,
So
obviously,
he doesn't shout out the monetary
the
amount
Dragon
for
Quest
super
updates,
chats
which
anymore.
is superb. I can't wait to play that. The collection of fighting games all sounds great to me. Oh, let's see. Queen of Hearts says the Mario Party they announced has 20 people online competitive mode. Yeah, but it's a party game, right? So I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
really
but I don't
interested
like
in it,
talking to
you
people.
know? Do I
I'm
really
scared.
wanna buy a Mario Party
I'm gonna
game
get trolled.
to literally
My
only play it
family.
randomly
Somebody's gonna
online
harass
once in a
Jasper.
while, and it's just a bunch of mini games? I don't know.
I don't know.
Right? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, right? I don't know.
Call of Duty is a game you missed but may not be interested in. It's called The 100 Line. Made by the makers of Danganronpa, mixes their signature visual novel with RPG gameplay. Looked good. Oh, no, you're right. I didn't hear about that at all.
Of course you didn't. You
Jade says,
didn't watch it.
Joy MVC2. I love watching you play it. I don't know if I would like this. So you liked watching me play Marvel 2, but you don't know if you would like to play it yourself.
Oh my god.
Good question. Keep in
Good
mind,
question,
there's no
Jade.
accessibility
Good question.
features in these collections. This will not
Good
have
question,
a
Jade.
modern
Good
mode.
job.
This will not have an easy
Good
way
job.
to play. And these games have a lot of difficulty to get used to. The old school versus games needed a lot of practice.
Oh, you need to be real good. You need to be good like me.
Really. So
Top place Evo.
yeah.
Number
You might
4 in the
just
country.
play it offline though, and there's a ton of games in that collection, right? There's a lot of games to play with.
Best in the world. Man.
Hobo X says, Metroid Prime 4, they actually worded it aiming for 2025, so there's a chance it could be later. Okay. Gustavo says I look extremely.
He just ignored the comment. He
Okay.
literally just fucking like shit on what you said earlier, and you're like, okay.
Crazy chill game night on Mario Party. Sarah says I'm nervous if you play the Dragon Quest games, you'll have to drop them. If I play that Dragon Quest game, I'll have to make sure that it's basically the only RPG at the time. If you remember, also Metaphor is coming out this fall. So there's no way I could be playing Dragon Quest 3 and Metaphor at the same time.
Metaphor?
It would never work.
The fuck is Metaphor?
That is my RPG that I am playing for that time to balance with everything else. That's the key to success, right?
The fuck is Metaphor, bro? Phil?
Dark Goldbox says, I'm curious what you'll say about Still Wakes the Deep. I'm playing it for a few hours and I think it's decent. Okay.
Okay, sure. Okay. All right. Sure.
Well, let's see
okay.
here. I received a $4
I have received.
tip from an anonymous tipper.
Thanks, Jade. Oh, I see. Keep saying Jade. One and the same to me. They're both
that.
fucking stupid shit.
The anonymous tipper says, happy about this MVC collection. It was about time. I can't wait to see your coverage of it. Yeah,
Can't
again,
wait to
I
see.
have pretty much insider knowledge. I was there in the 90s playing these games in arcades
Oh my
competitively. I went to tournaments to play these games.
Oh my
I'll be able to tell
god.
you the ins and outs of these games.
Oh my
It's
god.
really cool.
Oh my god.
Something that's right up my alley, my specialty.
Oh my
So,
fucking
yeah,
god.
I'm very excited for that collection, for sure.
Yep. Variety gamer, by the way. Variety.
The old
If you
Mario
like to
Party
see
games used to have a
some
solid story mode
shitty,
back in
old,
the day.
crusty
Nowadays, you don't think they
motherfucker
do anymore since
sh-
Charlton.
like,
Yeah,
sucking video
I
games, I
never
guess.
really played one. I think in all of my years, I may have played one, and it was for like one gameplay session at some point. I don't even remember. You know, was
I don't
never
remember,
into the
you know.
Mario Party games.
I don't even remember, you know? I'm Jin Brain. I don't remember shit. Oh my god.
Is it? Bill Williams says this is the third Mario Party game they've released on the
Why
Switch
does he
alone.
do it like that?
Three.
Like, if you're gonna
So,
bite your
all the
nails, right?
first-party
You
series,
bite the
everything got, like,
nail.
one
He does it
installment.
like this.
I guess Zelda technically got 2, even though it was cross-platform at first.
Does that
Mario
look
Party
fuck
got
like
3,
biting your nail
and literally some
looks
got
kind of
none.
dumb.
Like, there was
Biting
no
your
Donkey
nail
Kong.
like this.
I don't consider the remake an installment.
Looks like
It's
you're a
not.
fucking
There was
spaz.
no Mario Kart. I don't consider the re-release an installment. It's not. You know, there's several IPs that didn't get a release on the Switch, and then some got like 3. That's funny. Kind of like
It's very funny, Phil.
Kind of like
Very funny. Hilarious. My sides are aching, bro.
No, I'm not looking at any reviews of this game. Why would I when it's a Game Pass game and I was playing it regardless, right? And it's a short game, so who cares? I'll experience it for myself.
It's like, shut the
rather than
fuck up,
spoil
bro.
the game.
I play my own games, bitch. Give me money, though. Thank you.
Generation Z, we literally just talked about this. People are urging me to play that collection on PC, citing it'll be the best version.
Oh my god, there's
if
still
I can
fucking
play it on
going
my
on.
mini PC, I will.
Oh my god. They have to be
Elon says
LARPing.
they announced Nintendo World Champions NES Edition. Oh no,
Like, you have to be
Uh,
LARPing to be
that's
dropping
not new.
those
They already
kinds of
announced that
questions.
previously,
Like,
and I already talked about it. I'm interested in it. It's only in a few weeks here. It's in like middle of July. I am interested in that. Carl the Jr. says it might be the longest running Nintendo console in history. Makes sense that some series got a ton of installments. Jade, there is no release date yet for the collection, sadly. The MVC collection. It says it's this year, coming this year, but we don't know when yet. I'm hoping early fall would be great. Like September-ish. I'd love it then, but let's see. Tommy Nook says, if someone donated this new Mario Party game, would I try it? Maybe.
Oh
Maybe.
my
If
god.
someone wanted to outright donate it for me to play it online or whatever, maybe I would try it.
No!
I just don't see it having longevity.
Why?
Mini games. That's fun.
He literally said he doesn't like it
It's
and he's
fun
not
for, like,
interested.
a
And somebody
game
said,
going
what if I
back.
gave
I'll
it
give
to you? Would you
example.
play it? And he says, yes.
Mario and
What?
Sonic at the Olympic Games. Super fun game to do in co-op with your friends.
Oh my
You play for a
fucking
party
god,
game.
man.
You're not gonna go back and play it 100 times. You're just gonna play it.
I don't like the new
twice.
Barbie game.
And then you
I
see
hate
it,
Barbie.
right?
What if I gave you the game and you play? Yeah, it sounds good. Send me the game. I'll play
I
it.
did play Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64. I have a full playthrough of it on this channel. All you gotta do is search for it.
Oh
I
my
definitely have played that game before, I remember.
He's such a fucking dick.
I already talked about this last night, but I'll reiterate it because I'm getting asked. I am not really playing Street Fighter 6 that much right now. I'm playing it on Wednesday night. Then I'm not playing it again until like Monday of next week. And then I'm going to start playing it a lot more when Bison comes out. M Bison, that is, which is a week from tomorrow. Okay? So, it makes no sense for me to do a lot.
Which is fuck, because he tells them every day that they're not his
Street
friends.
Fighter 6 right now, when I'm
But they're
barely
still
getting
like,
to
oh yeah,
the
Phil,
regardless,
we're
right?
great
I'm trying
buds.
to get online experience with my characters, like Zangief.
I'm
So,
telling you, man,
I
like
don't wanna
the
take that time away to
Discord
do a
thing,
lobby
the quote unquote
now.
secret
Once
Discord,
Bison is out,
it goes
and I have an
deep.
opportunity to
Somebody
play with
needs to
them Bison
actually
and learn him and see if I like him or not,
actually
then likely I will
infiltrate
speak with Brian about
and
setting
figure
up
out
our
what the
next
fuck
lobby
is
where we
going
can
on
do
in
some
there.
Street Fighter together. But there is no
I don't
rush.
want somebody to
Right
go in
now,
and
I'm
leak
gonna be
like
incredibly busy this next week.
Phil's rage about something. I want somebody to go in and fucking find out what the fuck they're actually talking about all day, every day. Oh yeah, 100%.
5 hours, 21 minutes.
100%.
Should be done within 2
Like,
streams. Okay.
I've never been of
Perfect for
anything.
me.
I've never
Sounds
been
good to
more
me.
sure of
Let's
anything in
appreciate
my
two
life than agreeing with you here about he takes
Yes,
advantage
July will
of
be
low
dead
IQ
for games.
people.
There's, like, not
100%.
much going on at all.
100%.
But you can watch
100%.
me
Not
go
99.9.
through
100.
And probably finish up the Elden Ring DLC.
I mean, there's
I'll do some
proof.
filler content, like I
There's
said, maybe
Jade.
we'll go and we'll do the System
There's
Shock
Jack
remake,
Sraxer
probably
that
bring
gives
back
him like
Fallout
50
4.
bucks for
You know, we'll do
just,
some fun stuff.
I guess, like
And of
even in the
course, at some
pre-stream,
point,
like just
I'm gonna migrate my
people
PC
pay him for
over,
talking
maybe we'll
like
get
this.
Even better quality videos and stuff.
People
That'll be
pay
nice.
to listen to Phil. I would do the opposite. I would give you money if I didn't have to listen to Phil.
What's my favorite Taco Bell order? Well,
Taco Bell order.
if I had free reign of the menu at Taco Bell, I would probably get some chicken chalupa supremes. I like their chicken chalupas; they're good. I like having all
He
that
gets
stuff
them
in it.
often. Look, he gets Taco
Even
Bell.
though I know it's way overpriced, I think their chicken quesadilla is tasty. Whatever sauce they put in their chicken
It's
quesadilla, I like
tasty.
the flavor of the sauce. But it's
He
just
likes
so
the
lame.
sauce?
It's like flat,
Bursting
and
with
there's nothing
flavor.
in it, and it's expensive for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But I enjoy that. I also like their crunch wrap. Crunch wrap is pretty good.
He likes the whole menu.
Yeah, that's probably the stuff that
He likes the whole goddamn menu.
from Taco Bell. Chicken chalupas, supreme.
The Supreme,
crunch wrap
not just the regular one,
and
the Supreme one.
quesadilla.
Snort, snort. Snort, snort, snort. Whoa. What the fuck was that? He wipes and then does this. What was that?
Kermit says, I love the news. You should get papers to shuffle between stories as a prop. I did that once ages ago. I've stopped doing it. It was kind of silly. Katie says, I love your shirt. I want to buy my boyfriend shirts like that. I love your style.
Ooh.
Well, Katie, that's all well and good.
Katie.
But we all know that you're actually not a woman. You're probably a guy cosplaying online.
Yes!
As a woman. There's
Yes!
no way that you could buy it for your boyfriend because you don't have one. We all know that there's absolutely no women using the internet. It's all just dudes pretending to be.
No. Okay. I'm stopping it here for a second, okay? What he said there was insane. So he was totally going on with, Katie, I know you're a dude, you're cosplaying, you're LARPing, you probably don't have a boyfriend, you're probably just some fucking weirdo. Bar stop. Correct. He's 100% correct. But then he goes on to add, just like there's no women online ever that exist on the internet. Ha ha. Funny joke, right? Oh my god. The level of fucking... Look at this face. He's so happy. I made a joke. There's no women online because somebody said that one of my fans was a guy. So I'm gonna agree with them, right? Like this. Ooh, this is fucking. Oh my god, man. Insane. Fucking insane.
Exactly, just like Lilica.
You don't
And they said
have
you were
any
right. See, I told
females in
you.
your audience, Phil. They're
I'm not dumb.
all
I know what I'm
dudes.
talking about. No, everyone knows you're not really a woman.
Exactly.
We're not dumb.
Yeah, it's OIC. We know.
Okay.
Exactly.
Did I try McDonald's bagel steak?
He doesn't
cheese,
need to like
egg
pretend that
Not recently.
just because we
I
pointed that
actually
out
used to
that
eat
it's the
that
same
back
for
in the
everybody
day,
as a joke.
Early days of YouTube.
Because in his chat, it
Right.
literally is not a
When
joke.
I
It's
used
all
to go to
dudes.
GameStop in the morning
Phil
to pick
is
up
a
my games
gay
physically to play for the week. And I
Icon.
would either get the steak, egg, and cheese.
I don't know
bagel, the
why.
Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
Don't ask me
I always
why.
get a bagel.
But
Whatever the
Phil is a
variations of
gay
the bagel
icon.
were that they had, I would alternate between
Because
them.
he has about 300 gay dudes that
Let me tell you,
like
The steak, egg,
jump
and
in
cheese
on his
bagel
chat
tastes
every fucking
great.
day just to cockright
It
him.
does. but
Just
it is
to
absolutely
sit on his
disgusting for
fence.
you. It
Know what
is
I mean?
completely
Just to
cooked in
agree with
saturated
everything that he
grease.
agrees with,
It's
just to
all they do is
reinforce his fucking
fatty-ass,
stupid
low-grade
opinions.
cut of overcooked meat. And it toss this frozen fucking thing on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
grill,
exactly,
and the
exactly.
fat goes everywhere.
Oh,
It's
man.
just like liquefied fat and grease. And they just say, they slap it right on your bagel, and that shit just goes into the bagel. When you bite the bagel, you're getting a mouthful of sponge grease when you eat it. It is revolting. It tastes great, but it's absolutely revolting.
Is
It's
it
awful for you? and no one should
Bursting
ever
with
do it.
flavor.
Phil, is it? I bet it is. Because it sounds robust. You put on sauce and the bread
I
soaks
haven't
it
had a
up. That
bagel
sounds
at McDonald's in over a
delicious, man. What
decade
the
'cause they
fuck
got
are you
rid of
talking
them.
about?
I was going there, eating the bagel breakfast sandwiches in the mornings before I picked up the games at GameStop, and then they got rid of them. They phased them out, and they just had the McMuffin sandwiches or whatever, and then they had the what's the other one they do? The pancake sandwich thing?
The McGriddle?
McGriddle? Yeah, the McGriddle. They did the McGriddles and the egg McMuffins for like a decade. I guess they brought back the bagel sandwiches.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to McDonald's for breakfast in 100 years. I couldn't even tell you the last time I ate breakfast at
That's
McDonald's.
such
So I've never had the bagel
horse shit.
sandwiches again.
That is such horseshit. That is absolute horseshit. Another lie.
Yeah, Jade, I don't know if any of us are going to like the new game today, but we'll see. It's a short one, supposedly.
Fucking Jade. I don't
Big
know if
Papa
I
Phil
like
took me
the game,
$5 for the
Phil.
Marvel vs. Capcom collection.
I don't
Huge
know if
news.
I'm
These
gonna
games
like
came out
the
during a
game,
time when my
Phil.
local arcade was packed. There was always someone new to play. I remember the first time I saw Children of the Atom, being blown away by those visuals, seeing Marvel superheroes, and thinking it's just like watching the cartoons. And the first time I saw X-Men vs. Street Fighter, oversized cabinet with a huge screen, what an announcement. Yeah. It was funny because, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat was the big rivalry. And then there was games coming out like Killer Instinct. And then all of a sudden when the Versus series hit, which was X-Men, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, MVC 1, MVC 2. That completely and utterly dominated arcades. It was like nothing else existed. Seriously. Like the arcade kept bringing in the alpha games, Street Fighter 3. Nope. The Versus series is what dominated where I live.
Yeah, where
The
you
Versus
live.
series got
That's
the
a
most play out of
very
any games
important
in
part
the arcade.
of his statement. Where he lives. Because, in his opinion,
I did not know
whatever
that
he
Mark
says
Wahlberg
is
had
the
an
same
oil
for the
rig
whole
movie.
country.
I
But
never
that's
heard
just
of
not the case.
Did?
It's always where he lives.
Mark
When he
Wahlberg
says
had
he
an
was
oil
the
rig.
best
What
in the
was it
world,
called?
he wasn't. He was the best. He was fourth
Wall
best
geysers?
in that room. That's all he was. He was never the best in the world. Ever. At
Wall
anything.
drillers.
Ever.
They did mention the HD release of Luigi's Mansion 2, but it's not really news at this point. I mean, it comes out in like a couple days, right? Yeah, it's not really big news.
Why is it not
Tina,
news?
how
That's a
doing?
game you
Steve
could
felt
play.
Ready to be horrified today. Hopefully the game's scary. I hope it is. I hope that there's some.
Let me tell you something.
some
You will
scary
never
stuff
be
to
scared
had
of
today.
a movie or like a video game if you're in a look. He's doing it again.
Wall drillers.
Fucking weirdo. You're never gonna be
Wall
scared or
horrors.
immersed if you're in a bright room with lights, with a camera shining in your face, talking to a screen. You're not going to be able to be immersed because you have to be quiet. You have to be in a dark room and you have to shut the fuck up and listen to what's going on. But he misses everything.
Am I ready to be spooked? Oh, I'm always ready.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I look in the mirror every morning, remember? I gotta be ready.
Yeah, you look
Well,
at your
Game
wife
Boy, how
too.
you
That's
doing?
fucking
Good to see
scary.
you here today.
Oh, shit.
We
You
have
thought
a little
Phil
bit of
was
extra
ugly.
time,
Woo!
guys, so if anyone wants to
Should see his
talk
wife.
about any topic, just tag me in the chat. We'll do a little bit of Q&A to end the show. And any other
Q&A.
contributions come in, I will shout them out. Thank you.
And he mentions contributions
Wow.
again.
Oh my god. That was absolutely positively disgusting. I'm
What?
sorry, everybody. That's why I need to get migrated over to the new set. Wow. Am I ready to be spooked?
Listen to this.
I'm always ready.
Listen.
I look in the mirror every morning, remember? I gotta be ready. Game Boy, how you doing? Good to see you here today. We have a little bit of extra time, guys, so if anyone wants
coming
to
up.
talk about any topic, just tag me in the
Here
chat.
comes.
We'll do a little bit of Q&A to end the show, and any other contributions come in, I will shout them out. Thank you. Wow. Oh my god.
Dude!
Absolutely positively disgusting. I'm sorry, everybody. That's why I need to get migrated over to the new setup with my Stream Deck. When I'm about to belch, I'll be able to push one of the buttons, mute the mic. And
Insane grossness, man.
So you know what I'm doing. I probably will. I'll be like, belch alert. It'll appear like big blinking belch alert. It'll mute the mic and you'll have to be blown away.
I guarantee you he's not going
Sarah
to
did a
use
super chat
it.
saying, could I do an
I
MVC launch
guarantee
with
you,
Brian? I don't
you're
know
going
if
to
Brian
keep
plays the
hearing
versus
him
game.
belch and snort,
You know, I have no
regardless
clue.
of the setup.
I know Brian's younger than me. I don't know by how much. I don't know if he ever played those games.
He's talking about Brian.
I know that he's more into the more standard fighting game stuff.
You think Brian's going to play with you
I have
again?
no clue if he's interested in the collection.
Yeah, he's not interested in playing with you, though. We know that now. Why don't you go ask him? Ask him, Phil. Hey, Brian, you want to play a game? Want to stream?
Goldbox says, I'm loving Rise of Nightmares on your throwback channel. It's funny for all the wrong reasons how bad that game is, how all Connect games were bad, but to see them try to implement survival horror into a Connect game is hilarious because it's so bad. It's just unplayable crap, right?
Look at the sway. Look at the sway.
Am I ready to be Scooby-Doo? That would be something if it was Shaggy and Scooby go to the oil rig to figure out what's going on. That would be a very different kind of game, I think.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be a totally different kind of game. It would be a different game altogether.
Oh, yeah. Bono's Tecmo says, so this will pretty much kill the goofy Arcade 1-Up MVC cabinet. That whole thing was a fucking atrocious ripoff to begin with. As I said, day one, Arcade 1-Up cabinets are crap quality. They just are.
What?
I've seen one in person. I touched the controls. The cabinet's build quality was shit. It's super small compared to what it would have been in the arcades. It's like 1/3 of the size of a real arcade cabinet. And the game has input delay too, from what I'm to understand. Like, it's not lag free like it should be. And then on top of that, the online implementation of MVC2 wasn't even in there, right? Like, it didn't really work right at launch. And when people said once it launched, there was like no one ever
Swaying, man. I can't look at him.
So imagine paying all that money to have a fucking MVC2 cabinet at home, and it's a piece of dog shit because you fell for the marketing ploy of these idiots who just want to rip you off. Those Arcade 1-Up cabinets are complete trash. That company never should have made $1. But what it is people who are ignorant, who weren't paying attention during the arcade era, don't even know what the cabinets used to look like, and they just have money to blow.
Oh
And
my
they want to
God.
buy something for nostalgia purposes. Oh, look at me, I have a private arcade.
Oh my
No, you don't.
God. The
You have a room
jealousy.
that proves that you actually don't know anything about arcade
The
machines, and you're just
jealousy.
jumping into it to
Oh
be like,
my
cool
God.
retro hipster.
What?
None of those things are worth buying. They're all trash.
Hipster.
Why would you buy that shit?
Hipster. What? Seriously? Phil's calling people hipsters? Oh. Oh, shit. What is going on today, man? Every goddamn pre-cum cast, they just get worse
Alright,
and
guys,
worse
anything
and
else
worse
today?
and worse, man. He's unhinged during
Someone's
these
tagging
segments.
me in chat.
I
What's
need
going
money.
on? You guys
What's
are
going on?
chatty, but you're not talking to me.
You're not talking to
What's
me.
going
What?
on here?
What's going on? Come
What's
on.
going on, man? Come on.
Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me now. Come
They
on.
announced a Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports game. Did they really? Do I still go to arcades? Actively, no. We do have a local arcade at our mall. It's a bowling alley and arcade
God.
hybrid. And actually, we watched a video of that guy. He went to it and reviewed it, remember? But basically, my wife and I went there on and off before COVID. And when COVID happened, everything stopped. And we literally have not regularly gone there since. You know, it sucks because we used to like to go there. We did basically
Bullshit.
played all the ticket games together, which is fun. To
Bullshit.
do as a couple to go there and play ticket games and try
Bullshit.
to win and get some prizes or whatever.
Bullshit.
But
He would never
But we
take his
fucked it
fat
all
wife
up,
out.
and then we
You
haven't
think
been
he'd
there
take
since.
that fucking fat wife out? She can barely walk. She's like 400 pounds, dude. The fuck are you
Winston
talking
says,
about?
if they emailed you to set it up, would you consider going on the show Kino Casino? Check out internet ongoings. They watch your clips of you talking about Review Tech USA and Rekita. I don't know anything about them. Some
Go
people
to
mention
Keto
them in my
Casino,
chat
Phil. Do it.
sometimes,
Go to Keto
and
Casino.
I'm just ignorant. I'm gonna be honest. I'm ignorant. I don't know anything about who they are, what they do. If it's a drama show and it's about making fun of others, I probably wouldn't do it. If it's a show about like serious topics,
Oh yeah, it's totally serious.
and
Phil,
they feel
go.
like I could chime in on them, great. If it's just about drama, and
It's a
making fun of
very
others and
serious
shit,
show. They
probably
never
not.
laugh at
I
anybody.
don't, like I said, I don't want to be involved in that culture.
The
at
culture,
all. I
the
really
culture of
don't.
drama.
I will just say this: if any of them are watching, or if someone clips this and sends it to them, this is no offense to you or your show. I know nothing about it at all. I'm completely uninformed.
How is
But
he being a
I
pussy
get
about?
pulled into so much drama.
Oh my god, dude.
And it
You can't be
always
this
hurts
much
me
of a
when I
pussy.
see, and everyone's upset when I do.
You can't be
that
this
if
much
I
of a
were to
pussy. Just
involve
tell them.
myself
If you don't
in
like
any
them,
kind
you
of
tell
show
them.
that's
That's
about
it.
Drama and stuff.
You don't need to
Being
fucking make all this
detrimental.
bullshit up. Like, what the
Understand,
fuck are you doing?
It's not that. Oh, I'm slamming you or whatever. I have no idea. I've never seen the show. I don't
Then
know
why
anything
are you
about the people
talking
who
to
run it.
them?
This is not a slight against it whatsoever. I've never seen it. I just can't
What's
be
he
involved
doing
in
right
drama.
now?
There's too much toxic shit on the internet trying to suck me in, right? And I just can't be sucked into one of these black holes and end up in another rigmarole like I was last year with the bullshit side scrollers interview, or the years before that with fucking Keemstar and bullshit. I can't be involved in this shit. I have to be. I've been doing a really good job this year of staying the course and not being involved with any outside drama.
Oh,
right?
he sure
I've done a
has.
I dodged a lot of bullets.
He
earlier
sure
this
has.
year. I
Oh, yeah.
dodged
Oh, yeah.
The whole fucking Turkey Tom interview bullet. Then I dodged.
You didn't
the
dodge it,
Rifle
you got fucking
documentary bullet.
shot.
I'm just like going. I'm like
You
the
bled
Matrix,
out.
Neo in the Matrix. I'm like dodging
No,
left and
no.
right, Matrix dodging.
He thinks
everything.
he's Matrix
I have to
dodging,
stay out of it.
but
I
then
do.
when
I
the
have to
Matrix
stay out of
slow-mo
the
ends,
drama.
we
Okay?
see that he just
So
took
no
every
offense
bullet.
to the people who run
Like, he
Kyoto
didn't dodge
Casino.
shit.
I can't be involved in drama.
You dodged nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Nothing.
MVC3, I did not like. The reason I didn't like MVC3, there's a couple reasons actually. First of all, MVC3, all right, is essentially a game where it's incredibly easy to get a one-hit win. What I mean by that is, you get one hit, it leads to an insane giant combo that just destroys your character. Now when the next character comes in, it's a 50-50 guessing game. If you hit once, you kill that character again. And that's the whole game, is the momentum of the game. But by the way, at any moment, one person can get lucky, activate X Factor, and then decimate the other team. As for the competitive nature of the game, I don't like it. In MVC2, those things are also possible, but they're very, very hard to execute. You have to be a really good player in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to be doing that.
You have to be good, like me.
In MVC3, it's insanely common to see it. It's just like the whole game. The game is very flashy to watch, and therefore in tournaments, it really did well with the crowds of the first era of streaming of fighting games. Everyone always wanted to see MVC3 because it looks so pretty, and you never know who's going to get that one hit and then get a comeback or whatever. But as for competitive nature of the game, I hated it. I didn't find it fun at all. I don't want a game where, oops, I missed one input and now I lose the entire game, but then I get lucky and I win again. It's just
Oh, he
dumb,
doesn't want to. He doesn't.
right?
No, it's
I
not
just
fair.
don't like
When
that
I
at
win, that's
all.
not fair. I don't want that. Yeah,
I
sure, Phil.
prefer the more classic style. So.
Classic style.
Oh yeah, I played Justin Wong at MVC2. You have to remember something. Justin Wong was the best player in MVC2 of all time. Overall, he is the best MVC2 player ever. So he always whipped my ass. Whenever I played him, it was a spanking. No, that is not correct. Justin Wong was not one of the best at MVC1. He was one of the best at MVC2, probably the best in the world, like I just said. He was not one of the best at MVC1. He came into competitive Street Fighter during MVC2. MVC1 had already been retired when he became a tournament player. So that's completely incorrect.
Completely incorrect. And you should feel bad, and your parents should be ashamed.
Who do I use in MVC2? Let's see. Magneto, Storm, Sentinel, Cable, Tronbon. I know this sounds silly. BB Hood, Captain Commando, and Cyclops for assists. When the game first came out, other characters were viable, like Blackheart and Doom, but over time they became completely unusable because the strategy of Rushdown dominated, and you could just rush the shit out of those characters, and they can't really be played.
The fucking swing,
So,
man. He's
those would
still
probably
not
be my
stopping.
Tournament-worthy characters would be Magneto, Storm, Sentinel, Cable, Tronbon, and assist characters solely like Cyclops and Commando, Captain Commando. Okay. There's a zillion other characters in the game, and none of them are tournament worthy. I
Zillion.
don't use them, but a lot of people
Zillion
have found ways over
characters.
the years to use those characters. When this collection comes out, I fully expect you're going to see people using oddball teams that will spank top tiers because people have played this for so long, right? They played it for so long that they probably found hidden strategies and ways to make the lower tier characters work.
He literally
But no one
thinks
did
that
back in the
most
day.
people who play
No
this
one was
game will
fucking
be
with
like
bottom tiers.
people
Everyone just
who've
picked
been
top
playing
tier
it for
arcades and
30
tournaments.
years.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. When is the next big event on my channel? I assume Cracker Jacks are talking about a marathon-style event.
When can I give
don't
you
know.
money?
You know, we did the Indies marathon.
When can
in
I
late
give
May.
you more
It
money?
went really well, I feel.
Hey Phil,
You know,
when
we're
can I
planning
give
Stardew
you
Valley as a
money?
result. We're gonna go back to Hades 2 at some point as a result, right? But I don't know if I will do another one anytime soon or what it would be. We haven't really talked about it. You know, typically we start planning those events when we know there's gonna be like a drought. I would say
A drought?
it would make sense to probably
A
do
content
one
drought?
either in late
What?
July, early August when there's not a lot going on in games because late August is when all the games pick up again.
It's
I'm
summer.
not sure
People
what we
are
did last year. We
outside,
did a
or they
fighting
should
game
be.
event, remember, for the launch of Street Fighter, and then we did like a summer party,
Summer party.
summer barbecue party. I don't know
Yeah, I
what you
remember
guys
that.
like or what we should do.
The DSP
guys
summer
It's-
bash.
sadly, I'd say it's too
whatever the
short
fuck it
notice to
was.
try to plan anything
Oh my God, I
live.
remember
We
that.
could definitely do like a summer event or something like that.
That was basically just, hey, I'm begging. Give me money. It's hot out. I need money. Summer bash, baby. Summer bash.
I leave it to you guys to think about what you want to do, what we would do for an event like that.
Stop picking. Why are you picking your fucking hair? Oh, look at that. Picking different fingers. He's like this. What the fuck is this? Explain to me. This has got to be like an autism tick. What the actual fuck is he doing? Holy shit.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
You still
toga
going?
Stream. You want to do toga party?
Bro,
A full toga party stream. Well, that sounds like a good idea.
disgusting.
Oh, the AI chat summary has shown up.
Not
yet?
only
Oh,
has he
really?
done
Let's see if it's there for me.
One of his worst belches ever. It sounded like he was basically puking and
People are
shitting at the
chatting
same
about various
time
fighting
through his
games
mouth.
centered around the new Darkstalkers and
But we
Skullgirls
had maybe
games.
30
What?
seconds of him
Crispy Gaming
picking his
streamer is also
fucking
brought up along
hairs with
speculation
different
about upcoming
fingers.
events and
What the
potential
fuck, man?
involvement. Wow. Guys, thanks for talking about Darkstalkers and Skullgirls in my chat. I literally didn't even see that.
It's coming. It's coming.
Nice summary.
It's absolutely coming.
Late
Just
July
wait.
summer bash? Yeah.
Late
We
July
decided in
summer
July, I talked
bash.
to my wife about does she want to make some food like she did last year.
Oh my
Remember, she had
God.
amazing food that we ate
Isn't your wife sick as
and,
fuck right now?
have some drinks.
And you're gonna
Party
get her to
atmosphere.
order
Remember,
DoorDash
that's
for
when I
you?
originally bought these shirts was for that event that I did last summer. That's when I began wearing different shirts instead of t-shirts. I don't know much or anything about Killing Floor, so I don't know if I would play Killing Floor 3.
No, you wouldn't, Phil.
I think I did play Skullgirls, did I not, Goldfish? You can find it just by
Skullgirls?
searching on these channels. I think I played Skullgirls, but I didn't really like it that much. Well, I tried
Skullgirls
Venom in the
actually
new
looks
MVC
kind of
collection.
cool, but
I played with Venom both in Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. However, in 1, I played Standard Venom, who was only mid-tier. Yeah, only mid-tier. In
okay, I'll make
MVC
sure
Regular
Batman
Venom in
to
MVC1,
always
MVC
go in his
Venom
streams
Elite, when he
like
has,
early.
health, but
As soon as I see that shirt off, I'm gonna tell you, you know, don't turn it off. Turn off whatever you're streaming this on. Turn it off right now.
He's low tier. In MVC2, unless you're one of the top tier
I'm gonna
characters,
send you like an
different
emergency
character,
text.
you're
It's gonna
low
come
tier,
up like
and
an
Venom's
Amber
low
Alert
tier
in your phone.
MVC2, which is sad.
Like,
I like
turn off
Venom,
the
but he's
stream
not
right
very
now. Turn it off. Do not watch. Do not watch.
MVC1, I would probably play like most of the cast because I played that game a lot back in the day. I would just have to remember how to play with them. It's been so long.
I'm wondering the biggest like we know he has like
I mess around with
he's
them.
got like
I
straight
played a big Zang game, he was, like,
moobage, right?
bottom
It's like
tier,
it's
but I
it
used
goes
to
straight
cast
down.
as a
It's just it's fat, right? I'm wondering if it's like if it's huge nipple or if it's like really
Final Atomic Buster.
like just long nips.
Remember that?
Yeah, 10-second delays.
Winston, I'm not going to talk about any YouTubers that I watch simply because with my insane stalker base and hater base, if I were to ever mention names of a YouTuber I watch, they would probably go stalk that YouTuber for no.
You know that makes no sense, right?
I know that sounds dumb, but they would. They're just that much of a crazy, insane loser crowd.
No, it's what you're saying that makes no sense.
They'd probably go harass them. Be like, did you know DSP watches you? Haha, and I'll harass you because DSP watches you. So I'm not going to do that.
If you go on DSP's channel, does he hide the channels that he
672,
follows?
I've said
I bet
many
he
times
does,
we're
right?
done with Tekken. If I'm going to play Street Fighter 6 at any kind of a good level, I can't also play Tekken. So I'm pretty done with Tekken. I have no desire to go back and play Tekken again.
What? Dude, Tekken is awesome, and it keeps getting updates. It's gotten 2 characters already, and I think it's getting another one soon.
Team Maddish, I think you're using Sentinel, Hulk, and Zangief and beating randoms. Oh, I'm sure I did. The problem, of course, being that I haven't played the game in so long that I'm probably going to forget all of that. And literally, people sit on Fightcade all day playing these games. So what's going to end up happening is they're going to buy this collection and just dominate with crazy shit. While the rest of us are going to be throwing our hands up like, what the fuck?
How many people do you think are doing this right now on Fightcade, doing it every day? Probably what, like,
and just slapping
worldwide, let's say maybe 300,
like,
500, maybe
what's going on?
on the high end.
Oh, well, you haven't been on Fightcade in 15
He thinks
years?
those
No, I've never been on
500
Fightcade
people
at all.
are going to
Oh, okay.
completely dominate and destroy the community because of how good they are when the game comes out.
All the tryhards are going to come out in full force, trust me.
Look at the nail bite. Look at the nail bite. Ah, he's so fucking dumb. He's so stupid. He's so
It really
stupid.
killed me, if you remember. I was ranked #1 in MVC Infinite for a while. Do you remember that? I was literally ranked #1 on the leaderboards. I don't know how that happened. You would think with all the tryhards in the FGC, right? That they would have. How was I #1 in the leaderboards in MVC Infinite when it came out? I don't even understand that. How that
Do you want me to tell
They
you?
just didn't care about it
The
or
same
something.
way
They
that
just
I
didn't
was
play it or
number
something.
1
'Cause I
diamond
wasn't great at the game.
in StarCraft 2 in 4v4 random.
I
You want to
never
know
played
how
a
that
Nukem
happened?
game. No,
I
did
started
not.
playing the
only played
game,
PC once.
and I just kind of bust through, and I was there, and then I immediately
Who was
went back
better,
down, and I
Wolverine
was,
or Bone Wolverine at
I think it was
MVC2?
platinum
Neither, they both
or
suck.
something. And I was,
Wolverine's
I
terrible at MVC2.
literally went
Not
down
terrible,
like
worse
2
than
ranks,
Character.
2 full ranks, once the actual
It was
players
nice to have
started
Bridges
going in
Wolverine, but it's like, wow, they're both-
you know,
there's no
the
point
meta
in either
was
one, they both
established.
stink.
I was never top, but with randoms and with luck, and because I kind of just, my skill level was high at first, that's it. It doesn't mean anything. Literally
Okay,
doesn't.
I
If
guess
you
it's-
get
it's
the
time
number
to
one
wrap
and
up
you
the
stay
show.
number 1 to
What a
number
show.
5 for
Again, with this Nintendo
months,
Direct,
yeah,
threw
sure.
everything on its head,
If
did
you
it
get
not?
the number
You know,
1, you stay there for
expected
hours, then
have
no.
all that out of the Direct.
That means shit.
Awesome. And
The leaderboard is
You know,
gonna go blah, 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 blah,
obviously,
blah, with different names that people
awesome
do this
that,
until
now with
it
Street
flickers
Fighter,
between the
I'm
same, like,
rejuvenating my Zangief. That's good stuff. We got new release
same
today.
crowd.
We got all kinds of good stuff going on right now. Right now, I'm feeling very great about the next couple of weeks. I'm feeling like the next couple of weeks
It's
are gonna
feeling
be,
very great.
solid, good new stuff. This Elden Ring DLC
What is
probably
this?
going to be outstanding, right? So,
What is that?
thanks guys for a great show.
I just can't believe how
I
much
do
he's
think,
swaying,
we got to
man.
get the show started. All right, and as usual, I wish you the best. If you check out my stuff today, Still
Horrible.
Wakes the Deep in Stardew Valley, thanks. If not, well, I wish you a good one. Tomorrow I'll be here.
Yeah, I
for the
wish you a
final
bad
podcast
one.
of my streaming week to tell you how it all went.
I wish you
All right,
a
guys, thank
really
you
bad
all.
one. I hope your stream fails
See you tomorrow.
and that you get caught jerking it again
Okay.
and your wife
Now,
leaves you.
hopefully today,
and
nothing
OIC
corrupt.
leaves you.
When I say that, I mean yesterday.
Derek
I had
goes to
multiple
jail.
videos that corrupted. I really hope I don't have any fucking.
I hope
videos
all that
corrupted
happens.
Today. It's so frustrating when this happens.
You're not a
then I
good
gotta
person.
rip those videos
I feel
out,
zero sympathy
podcast,
for you.
Like archive.
I would feel
Forever
sympathy
for you to
over
edit those properly.
a little
Nightmare.
squirrel
So hopefully we
getting
don't
run
have that
over
issue today.
more than anything happening to you.
I don't know how Still Wakes the Deep works. Like I don't know what the heads up display
Absolutely
is. The kid is
irredeemable
one.
piece of shit. He's
I
beyond
don't know where
redemption
to put
because
my
he's too
camera.
old
I'll
at
just
this
leave it in
point,
the
right?
upper right-hand corner for
There's no
now.
way he's going
And
to
if I need to move it, I will.
wake up one day and be like, you know what? I'm going to change my ways. No. That's never going to happen. He's completely
I also
done.
don't know how the game looks. Hopefully it's a good-looking game.
What's going on about graphics again?
Technically, this is the first new game I'm playing with my new setup. If you think about it, every other game was ongoing already. This is the first time I'm going to be doing a game. I'll be playing at 4K, right? You guys will be watching at 1080p, 60 frames, but a very high bit rate, right? It'll be cool. It'll hopefully look really nice.
What?
But, all right, so I'm just gonna take a brief break to go use the restroom.
You're not taking
And then
a
we're gonna start up with the
piss
game.
break.
Okay?
You're gonna
So
go
thank you guys.
fucking
I'll be
message
back in
your
just a couple of minutes
super whales.
with the premiere of Still Wakes the Deep. See you in a few.
Terrible. Terrible. You know what I would do if I would go on break? Okay, if you're watching, you know what I would do? If I went on break, I'd do something like this. And then I'd come back. I'd be like, hey, thank you for coming back. I wouldn't have a GIF image that I would flick on and off, right? Like this. Like I wouldn't have an image that would flick on and off. Like a fucking dumbass. I would have a different scene set up. Like this. Ooh, 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 whoa. How am I doing this? How am I doing this? Whoa. See? Different noise levels and everything. Right? He's not able to do that. I've literally been streaming for like about a month. And I'm totally new to this. I didn't read any instructions for it. I didn't Google anything. I didn't watch a YouTube video. I didn't ask anybody. I literally figured all of it out. I figured how to make images without a background. I didn't know how to do that. I figured out how to do this whole setup. How to set up my audio so it doesn't go over into the red. How to do test streams. I know that everything I do here is recorded in OBS under file. It says file last session. So you could literally go there and just pick up your video again and keep it going. So yeah, lazy is a word. I think he's pathetic. He was way worse than lazy. So whatever he does here during this piss break is more begging. It's more disgusting, despicable behavior. The dude is not right in the head. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here because I'm not gonna watch his gameplay of whatever game he's playing. It's gonna be bad, whatever it is. But yeah, he's streaming that farming game tonight. I'm not gonna be watching that, but if Dave restreams, I'll see you there. And if anybody else streams, like I don't know who would restream. Maybe Pop, maybe Aviga, maybe Brand Dude. I don't know. Somebody might restream him. But yeah, if it's that farming game, I'm not gonna be here. If it's Street Fighter, I'll be here. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have a good day.